Man, that sucks. Oh well. Don't know why OBS is just crashing all of a sudden. Oh. Gonna go call the others.
So we can capture Zero Senior.
Tenmyoji, are you and Quark going too?
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Sorry, everyone.
So Sigma, happy? I kept my promise.
You're an asshole.
Clover opened the door, not me.
Like hell I'm happy. That's some shady shit,
Say
Tenmyoji.
so. I have to get out of here. He's got to pay for what he's done. He? Zero.
You mean you know who Zero Senior is?
Yeah, no point keeping it a secret now, I suppose. I know exactly who Zero Senior is.
What?
We never caught his name.
The number 9 door. It will remain open for 9 seconds.
Let's go. Come on, guys. Time to move.
Right.
Oh, this is for you, Mr. Sigma.
Quark held something out. Let's see, 2 pieces of folded paper. Okay.
It's a letter. I wrote it in the director's office before the AB game. I wanted to tell you what kind of guy Grandpa is, so read it, okay?
Pressed it into my hand. Well, let's
later.
read it. They turned around toward the door, Tenmyoji and Clover following in his footsteps. I was so surprised by the letter, I didn't even try to stop him before I could think of anything to say.
See you.
Goodbye.
Clover, you bitch! I'm going to be probably saying that a few more times today. So, I've got the 0 bomb key, I've got the 1 bomb key. I still need to figure out 2 and 3.
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the nonary game. Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked. Escape is not possible. Please enjoy your stay.
0 is that stupid old man.
Shit.
I have no idea who he is.
They're gone.
All we can do now is hope they bring help back.
Indeed.
I agree.
All right, well, let's look at the letter. Look down Quark's letter and slowly unfold it. His handwriting is still slightly uneven, but he filled both pages with writing. Began to read. It was a really stormy day when he found me. He said the rain was coming down so hard it almost hurt, but somehow he managed to hear a baby crying. Guess I must have been crying pretty loud. Took me home and did his best to raise me, but he'd never been married or had a kid before, so I think it was really hard for him. He couldn't figure out how to mix the formula, so he was always carrying the directions around with him. Also, I guess I was a pretty picky eater, so if he didn't get the water to formula ratio just right, I wouldn't eat it. Guess I was kind of a pain, huh? But he didn't give up, and now here I am. When he found me, I was really, really small. He was worried that I might not make it. That's why he named me Quark. The Quark is a really, really small thing. It was really, really small, too. Grandpa didn't need to worry, though, because it turned out it was pretty tough. When I was 1, I forgot I was sleeping off the bed of his truck, drove off. I rolled out, went to the back, but didn't even get scratched. Oh my god. Started walking when I was 2, and when he wasn't looking, I fell down the stairs. Didn't get hurt then either. When I was 3, got really sick. Had a super high fever for a week, but eventually got better. Guess you could say I'm pretty lucky. Anyway, didn't really have any more accidents after that. I was a pretty healthy kid. By the time I was 6, I'd start helping Grandpa out with his work. His job was to gather junk from abandoned buildings. Then he'd fix it up or pull it out the useful parts and sell them. There were plenty of abandoned buildings, but finding good stuff in them was hard. You had to know which part was useful, or you could end up wasting a bunch of time. Every time I'd find something, he'd explain to me what it was, how it was supposed to work, how to fix it, all sorts of things. Usually, though, I just wanted to finish up the work so I could go to the theater. The theater came to our town once a week on a wagon. They'd show old news or movies. I went every single week, but Grandpa only went once in a while, and he'd only go weeks when they showed movies. Yeah, didn't know that I'd been adopted until I was 7. One of the other kids on my block told me. Guess after Grandpa found me, he looked all over town to try and find somebody who would take me. The kid from my block actually had a mom, and he'd ask her if she would take me too. Gotta admit, I was pretty shocked when I heard that. There weren't a lot of kids with parents around, so hearing that somebody lived with his actual mom was pretty impressive. I was also kind of surprised that Grandpa had tried to get someone else to take me. Did that mean he didn't want me? The kid who told me about Grandpa trying to get rid of me was a real jerk. He was totally spoiled, and he'd bragged to everybody how he had a mom. He liked to come up to me while I was working and say stuff like, "Must be hard not having a mother." Never bothered me before, but after I found out that Grandpa had adopted me, I started to think that maybe he didn't really want me. If I could work out on my own, then he could get rid of me. I was scared to know the truth, so I never asked him. Then one day, he took me to a bar in our neighborhood. During the day, of course. He went there sometimes to drink scotch, but I'd never gone before. When he got in, he just walked over to the counter with that grumpy look he has, and I thought, oh no, he's got to make me work here, but I was wrong. I saw him pass something to the bartender, and then he picked me up and set me down on a stool next to the counter. The stool was pretty high, especially for a 7-year-old kid. My legs just dangled off it. It seemed really, really high to me. I was pretty nervous. Eventually, the bartender came back over with a glass of scotch and another big glass full of something else. As I looked closer, I realized the second glass was full of some sort of brown liquid with a scoop of ice cream in it. Took me a minute to realize what it was. Root beer float. Never seen one before, and I was so surprised. Root beer was even more expensive than the nicest alcohol in the bar. What do you mean by that? To me and the other kids, it seemed more like an urban legend than a real drink. But there it was, right in front of me. Stared at the float. I wasn't sure it was real at that point, and then he turned to look at Grandpa. Looked back at me. Didn't know what to do, so I turned to the bartender. He already turned around and moved off, though, so I figured he must have put the glass down in front of me on purpose. It still didn't seem like it could be real, and I was just staring back when Grandpa told me to hurry and drink it before the ice cream melted. His rough voice sounded like an angel's. Is this really mine? Nodded. Words can't describe how awesome it was. Never tasted anything like root beer before. The creamy sweetness of the ice cream made the entire head feel light. Felt like the luckiest boy in the whole world. It's not an exaggeration. I really thought that. Root beer float was delicious, but what made me even happier was Grandpa. When I looked over at him, he was smiling. I know that's got to be hard for you to imagine, but he really was. Right then, I didn't care whether he just found me or adopted me or not. He bought me a root beer float. That made me way luckier than some kid who had a mother but never tasted root beer. Of course, after we left the bar, he was the first kid I bragged to. So Grandpa and I were doing pretty good. Until the fight. I was in a super bad mood that day. I torn one of my shoes that morning and some old drunk guy had yelled at me. All the junk I found was totally useless. The day was almost over. I was fed up, so I grabbed some random trash and took it back to the house. When I showed what I found, Grandpa frowned. Started going through each thing I brought back, explaining why they were all useless. Got really mad and yelled, "I don't care." Then he got mad and I couldn't take it anymore, so I ran away. I was pretty upset and started thinking that maybe Grandpa had only adopted me so he could raise me to work and make money for him. After a while, I went and hid in the abandoned building, but by then I had started to calm down, thinking that maybe I should go back and apologize. It started raining pretty hard, though, so I decided I should wait for it to stop. But that was just an excuse. The truth was, I was nervous. Part of me knew I had done something wrong, but I didn't want to admit it. The rain didn't stop, though, so I just sat there staring at the gloomy gray sky. I imagined Grandpa coming to get me. It kept raining all night and never showed up. Gave up waiting and decided it was time to go home. I was about halfway there when I heard somebody groaning. First I thought I should just ignore it and not get involved, but I went over and it was Grandpa. It's truly soaked, and I could tell right away that he'd been there for a really long time. Yelled and he opened his eyes a little bit. Smiled weakly, he said he was glad I was safe. He spent all night out in the rain looking for me. I felt awful. Grandpa had been out in the rain looking for me so long that he collapsed. That was horrible. He'd heard me crying in the rain, but I hadn't heard him. So I ran to get the doctor. I promised whatever God might be listening that they would only save Grandpa. I never asked for another root beer float ever again. He got a real bad fever, and his temperature wouldn't go down for days. The doctor said if he kept it up, he'd die. If he died, then I'd be all alone. There wouldn't be anybody left to take care of me. The thought of that happening terrified me. Fortunately, I must have passed some of my luck on to Grandpa, because a week later his fever finally broke. I was glad he wasn't going to die, but I was also a little scared. What if he had decided he didn't want a stupid kid like me around anymore? My plan was to apologize as soon as he woke up, but the moment came, my brain just stopped. Grandpa started to talk, and it took me a minute to realize he was apologizing. I didn't know what he was apologizing for. He explained that he was an old man. That meant he was probably going to die sooner rather than later. He was strict with me because he wanted to make sure that I'd be able to make it on my own after he was gone, but maybe he'd been a little too strict. All the things I worried about had been stupid and selfish. Grandpa cared about me the whole lot. He'd been worried when I ran off and he'd gone out and ran to look for me. Started to apologize, but when I opened my mouth, I just started crying. I don't think I cried that much since I was a baby. But he just smiled and patted my head. I asked him if he'd regretted adopting me. His eyes got all wide and said, "Of course not." He told me that he was looking for a really important lady, and because that he'd given up on pretty much everything else in his life. When he took me and started raising me, he felt like he'd gotten some of what he lost back. That was when I decided to stay with him forever, even if he said I couldn't. That's a nice story between Quark and his grandfather. I mean, we're still trapped, thanks to Clover. But hey. Credits gonna roll? Yeah, we don't need to see. Temiuji ending. Root Beer Veritas. Saw Temiuji's ending. That is not Quark's ending, that is Temiuji's. Interesting. And now it's time to betray them. Because why not?
1 minute.
Yeah.
Please, you
Yeah, well, talk is cheap.
10,
You guys
9,
betraying me.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Are you going to ally because I betray you? Is that what's going to happen?
Round 3 results. Thank you. Ambidex. Results from please direct your
Yeah. So only Clover's getting out this time. Yeah.
points, please.
Only Clover's leaving, buddy. Hey, what's the
Quark had
deal?
nothing to do with it. I entered the vote.
So why'd you choose betray?
Couldn't I ask you the same thing? I don't really think this is the time for a fight, though. Look, Clover's over.
Oh no! And she pulled it.
The number 9 door.
Fuck, she opened it.
Ugh! Why? Clover!
Screw you guys, I'm out of here. Clover, what the hell you think you're doing?
I'm going to call the others.
What?
Get justice for Alice.
Just wait, do you mean?
The number, it will remain.
Time for me to go.
No! Please,
Like hell, I'm just gonna let...
Jill leapt at Clover, his fist raised. Clover easily avoided and moved towards the door.
Goodbye.
Caught one last glimpse of her face, she slid through the door. It was a mask of ice. Ooh, she hates us. We are sealed in again.
The number 9 door has closed. This ends. Thank as escape.
Yeah, we already know escape is not possible. Okay, that's just a simple game over. But, you know, it could have given us information. It did not. Alright. The power of seduction. We're going to choose betray.
Hey, Sigma, I wanted to ask you something.
It's so sad. Like, it's so out of left field for her. But, hey. There we go.
Results from round 2. Please direct.
Looks like Clover is getting out. Mineralberry, how are you doing? I have it on my wish list. I'm considering it. Even though it is like a $5 game. Like, yeah, I am considering it. So I do have it on the list to consider. So I just want to look at it some more before I make a decision. And if I do get to it, it won't be for a while. Yep, Clover. Sigma, you know, charmed by Clover. Chose betray. She's the only one that can leave.
Points have been assigned. Please check.
So, that's how it is, huh? Promises are made to be broken, I see.
Sorry. Just couldn't bring myself to trust you.
Could have chosen betray and killed you. That was a possibility.
Yeah. After all, I did choose betray in the last round.
That was a completely different situation. Well, in any event, your idiotic paranoia has given Clover 9 BP. How do you intend to deal with that?
Don't worry. She'd never try and open that.
Really? Then what's that? Look,
Huh?
I believe she's standing in front of the number 9 door right now.
What the hell? No, no way. You absolute fool, Sigma. If you think that you could have trusted her.
Oh, the number
But
9
Alice is alive right now.
She opened it.
Shit!
Clover, what the hell are you
Sorry,
doing?
Alice gave me an order though.
Clover, you have to get out of here and call for help. My BP's down to 1. I'll have to play the AB game at least 3 more times in order to get to 9. If someone beats me to it, then we'll be trapped here forever. That can't happen. I'm giving you an order as your commanding officer. Escape.
What? That explains it. What the promise you made me?
Promise?
So you listened to anything I said.
So, I am, aren't I? I can sure hear you well enough. Every little word is reaching my ears, isn't it? What? Were you thinking of something gross?
Sigma was.
You're a perv.
Hey, come on now.
The number it will read.
Anyway, I did what I promised, so
Clover!
Clover!
Fuck, you're not getting out of here.
Deal leapt toward Clover with a roar, but she danced quickly aside, dodges, punch with ease.
Bye, guys.
With a last carefree grin, she leapt through the number 9 door. What did they do to you in this game, Clover?
The number this thing as escape, please.
Yeah, I know.
She's gone.
Shit!
All we can do now is wait for her to call help.
Let's hope there's still someone who can.
What's that supposed to mean? Tim, you just said nothing, just shuffled through the yellow door and out the room. Cold silence descended on the rest of us. It was very silence that promised to remain for a very, very long time. Game over. Okay, nothing happened there. But we are clearing pathways right now. Alright. How can Phi and K be saved? That's not going to help. 5 minutes of life. I can't do anything about that. Who planted the bombs? I don't know. Who planted the bombs? Don't know. I don't know the password to that, so... And I got stopped right here. There's enough antiviral medication. Now, I'm going to go through here and see if there's any additional information, because this is definitely a key to probably the true ending. But we'll see. Well, there's only one path left for me to even take. That's all the way back here where we have to betray.
10 seconds.
Well, you won. The decision's yours. Now decide, ally or betray.
3, 2.
We have to betray. That's one for the counter 0. I made my choice. We are betraying. I don't even remember who we were betraying on this one. No. It might have been Tenmyuji that we're betraying here.
Round 1. Results. Thank you. Ambidex.
As Phi and I slipped out of the AV room, I could see the others running towards the projection, shoving and pushing it closer. Tenmyuji was left behind, his footsteps a slow, heavy plod. What happened to make him like that?
You chose betray.
That's
messed up.
What? You said I should!
Hey, I didn't say that. I just asked you a question. What would happen to our BP if Tenmyuji chose to betray us?
That was a leading question. Oh, I get it. I was wondering why you were so happy to let me choose after you lost to rock, paper, scissors. You were planning to use me as a scapegoat all along.
Was I?
Yes.
Was
Bye.
a cigarette? No! Hey, what are you kids doing over there? We're about to announce.
Anyway, we need to go have a look at the results first. Come on.
Hey, wait. Shit. I'm going to get blamed for this, and it's all her fault. As usual.
Good. Looks like you're all here. Let's get ready to rock! Ambidextrous round 1! If everybody would please direct their eyes to this monitor.
That's rough. That's rough. All the pairs betrayed. The solos. Oh my god. What have we done in this playthrough? Oh no.
Here are the results from your game. Now, let us check.
I got betrayed?
He chose ally. Why? He chose betray last time. Exactly! Exactly! Sigma remembers that. This is bullshit.
Last time? What are you talking about?
Nothing. Truth was, I didn't know why I said that earlier. The words had just appeared in my mouth before I knew I was saying them.
Oh, you're the one who chose betray. I should be asking you why.
I told him you might choose betray.
Phi, you...
I can't believe you. I'd never choose betray. I trusted you two.
Bullshit! Bullshit! If I chose Ellie, you would have betrayed me, you asshole.
And this is what I got.
Ah, I apologize.
Phi, you don't need to apologize. I was the one who did it. I pushed the button.
Oh, yeah. I guess you've got a point.
Huh? Wait, what?
It's Sigma's fault. You want to blame someone, blame him.
Oh man, she was gonna take some of the blame and I just rebounded it back to me. The hell, Phi?
What, you gonna fight each other now? I don't care which one of you pushed the button. I'm never trusting either of you again. This isn't over. Just you wait.
Tried to think of something to say, but before I come up with the right words, he was gone. Spun around. Fine. What the? But she was gone too. What the hell? How'd she disappear like that? So I looked around. I noticed that Clover K and Luna seemed to be having some kind of an argument as well. I'm closer to my best to listen.
Why did you do it? Sorry. I guess I wanted to get out of here as soon as possible, you know?
I apologize, but I felt the same way.
But if we all choose ally, then we could all escape together. It only takes 3 turns to get 6 points. That would be enough to get us by. Of course we know that. But if we betray, then it's faster.
If your opponent chooses ally and you choose betray, then you gain 3 points. Do that twice, and you see?
If you ally, then you have to play the 8.
But if you betray somebody, you...
Why are you acting like that's the right thing to do? I almost feel like you're blaming me or something.
We aren't trying to blame you.
But, I mean, if you just think about it, wouldn't it make... Forget it. I understand now. It was silly of me to trust you guys.
That's just mean. It's just mean, guys.
Fine. You just wait.
Man, this is all your fault, Quark.
My fault? Why are you blaming me?
Changed dark looks, then stomped off in different directions.
Zero, when does the next round start?
What makes you think we'll be
Well, you said round 1.
Yeah, we can skip all this. Good lord. Now everybody with 1 BP realized they're dead if they get betrayed again. And then we go back to our past, how we got captured by Zero. That was fun. So, let's go to lounge. And it's... I don't think... Is it going to be new conversations? No. Good. This is going to fast forward a lot of things.
Sigma.
Oh, never mind. Gotta confront this.
What do you want?
Oh, what? I think you're here to play doctor? All of you're secretly Clover.
Tell you what, how about I'll be the doctor? You get on the exam table, and I'll cut you open with that scalpel over there.
Doesn't sound like fun. Are you still pissed?
What the hell do you think? My BP's down to 1 thanks to you.
Come on, I already told you I was sorry.
Yes, and that makes it all better. You goddamn idiot.
Well, then what the heck am I supposed to do?
Piss off.
Seems like I'm already doing that.
You don't know the half of it. Just get out of my sight.
Easy solution then. Just close your eyes.
Leave before I make yours black. The last guy I fought went home in an ambulance.
Shouldn't have picked a fight with a paramedic then.
Shut.
Sorry, that was a good one. Fine. Shoved my hands in my pockets and looked around the room. So it's just you here?
This side of the divider, yeah.
This side.
Quark's over there, having a look around. And there's... You really gonna make me say it?
Oh, the lady who was murdered, you mean? Yeah, you've been acting kind of weird since we found her. Why is that?
Isn't that normal? We found a dead body. Who the hell doesn't get a little freaked out? What ain't normal is all of you just running around like nothing happened. Hell, some of you probably don't even remember she's in here.
I kind of did forget that she did die in the middle round as well. So, I can't blame him for that one. Just because we got a lot of other stuff to think about. Can you blame them for being a little single-minded? They're trying to escape from a game that's made it clear there's no problems killing them.
Oh, just trying to survive, huh?
Yeah.
Don't you think we ought to figure out who killed her first?
What does that have to do with anything?
You don't think much, do you? I'll bet you a pound of neodymium. The bastard who grabbed us is the same bastard who killed her.
You know what? I'll take you on that bet because you're wrong! You're wrong on this one!
Who else could it be?
We know it's Dio! They say one of us murdered the old lady? Saw it too, right? The person in the gas mask? Did you notice anything?
Not really. The gas made pretty short work of me. Me and Quark.
What? You and Clark were grabbed together?
Yeah. Yeah, we were.
Is he your grandson?
So what if he is? Why do you want to know? That doesn't have anything to do with what's going on here.
What if it does? Maybe it'll shed some light on something else.
Pretty sure it won't.
Why is that?
It's got nothing to do with this.
So it's got something to do with Quark.
What is it, goddammit? What do you want? Why don't you just leave me alone?
Because you're suspicious.
What? There's nothing suspicious about me.
Alright, tell me this then. When and where did Zero Senior abduct you?
Yeah, right. Like I'm gonna tell that to someone who betrayed me.
Alright, fine. I'll just ask Quark. Quark!
Stop it. Quark! Don't tell him a dick!
Oh, you're getting more suspicious by the... Started toward the partition, spoke with the intention of finding Quark. Found him was around the divider, but... He's not good. Just saying there, blank, slightly confused look on his face. Hey, Quark? You alright? Can you hear me?
Huh? What? Is something happening?
Turn to look at Timiuji, look back confused. Weren't you listening to our conversation?
Yeah, you were just talking so fast. I couldn't really understand.
That's because one of the symptoms of this virus is that everything's being processed more slowly for him, so that everything looks, feels, and sounds like it's operating faster.
My
Fast.
head felt kind of foggy, and I couldn't really make out what you were saying. I'm fine now, though. Whatever it was seems to be gone.
Sure you're okay?
Just being stuck in this place is pretty exhausting. And...
Launched her at the bed at the back of the room. On it lay the body of the old woman. What? Timiuji, what the hell were you thinking? You can't let Quark back here.
Quark.
Anyway, you really sure you're
Yeah.
okay now?
Maybe Luna should have a look at you. Supposedly, she's some sort of doctor.
I said I was fine. Gosh, Grandpa, you're such a worrier. You always freak out over nothing. I'm fine.
Well, looks to me you're doing fine. I guess we don't have anything to worry about.
Yep, come on. I'm guessing you didn't find a secret passage somewhere, huh?
Nope.
I...
Yeah, I'll go check out the stairs then. Keep an eye on them,
I think
alright?
I need you to tell me that.
Grinned and turned around towards the exit. Where to go next? Only one place. Crew's quarters. Into the first puzzle I've done. Well, technically second, but first path puzzle I've done.
Oh, Sigma.
Yeah, I don't need to go throughout the part that you two are essentially agents. And then you got kidnapped. Before one of us could break the silence. Timiuji, what's wrong?
Where's Luna?
She's not here.
What's wrong?
It's Quark. Something.
Hey, calm down. What happened to Quark?
I have to find Luna. She said she was some kind of a doctor, right?
Luna's over in the lounge. Where's
She's in
Quark?
the infirmary.
Got it. I'll go get Luna. You go back to the infirmary. Clover, Alice, you're with me.
Right.
We have to save Quark. Maybe this path will tell me, hey, guys, this thing that we got, this machine can duplicate certain medications. Whole process took only a few minutes. But yeah, he got the virus, and we're gonna tranquilize him, sedate him. Yeah, you're gonna go Betty bye for a while. And now we get to go one way because we only got one path. So how are we gonna do this?
I won't go with Sigma. He betrayed me last time.
What about
You
Phi?
hit the button, right, Sigma?
Well, yeah, but
I don't want to go with Dio. Same reason. I can't trust that he won't betray me again.
Thanks a lot, Quark. You've single-handedly torpedoed my reputation.
we are doing the final route I can possibly do right now. Let's see here. This is the gold route, and then we betrayed Timiuji. One of these two paths is going to get us the answer to get to anywhere else around here. What are you going to complain about? Because, my God, there's quite a few things to complain about. My complaints is what the hell on Clover. Good luck, Quark.
Well, that leaves us with option B.
No, we can't do option B.
Why not?
Sorry, Luna, but I can't trust you, or Phi either. The way he is right now, someone's going to have to carry Quark. I just can't afford to give him to someone I don't trust.
Thought you trusted Phi.
Not enough for this.
See, everybody's uber pissed off when we betray. You know, Alice slapped us. She didn't slap anybody else who betrayed her. No, she slapped Phi and myself and only the two of us. It feels like they know I shouldn't be betraying anybody.
Then what do you intend?
Quark silently shifted in K's arm.
Quark is a solo, as are you, Tenmyoji. Solos can't pair with one another.
Yeah, of course I do. I didn't say there wasn't anyone I trusted. There's one person.
Who do you trust then?
What? Me?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Why?
I can't tell you. I just know that you'll keep him safe.
Well, that's nice of you to say, but my partner is Sigma. Are you sure you want me to take him?
It's fine. Clover, you just vote by yourself. Make Sigma wait outside the AB room.
No. If Clover takes Quark, then we have to go with option C. That means I'll be stuck with Dio. There's no way in hell I'm going to let that happen.
Who do you want to pair up with then?
Isn't it obvious? Quark. Remember what the announcement said? Something about how the system will automatically vote ally for anyone who doesn't enter their own vote in time?
I mean, this was green for a long time, and I have not been able to unlock this path. That was one...
If Quark doesn't wake up by then.
No! This is exactly why I can't trust any of you.
Oh my god, guys, we gotta get through this.
We don't have time to. Let's take a vote. Those opposed to C?
Alice and Dio's hands were up.
What? Why don't you want C, Dio?
Huh.
Well, if she's got that much of a hate on for me, that hardly plays into my hands, does it?
Fine. I assume it.
It probably turned green, I didn't realize it. Or it turned green, I took a look, before it turned green. No one objected. Got my mouth shut too. Just as Alice had said, there was an excellent chance that Quark would default to ally. That happened, he'd make a great opponent. I chose ally, of course, but it would be good to not have to worry about him choosing betray. What do you mean, this ending? I've got two paths.
Alright. 6-2 in favor.
Wait, what about me?
Stay here if you don't like it. I imagine your partner might have something to say about that, though.
Kay handed Quark to me gently and crossed his arms and turned to face Alice. Her jaw clenched as she stared up at him. I could see the gears turning inside her head.
Fine.
I have yet to unlock Quark's helmet as well.
10 seconds.
Hurry, Clover. The door's closing.
Right.
Hey, take care of Quark.
Don't worry about it. Got a good grip on Quark, nodded to Miyuji, and took off for the door. Our feet slapped against the metal floor as we ran. The empty voice of the announcer echoed in my ears.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic door.
Huh? It's a dead end?
There are 3 doors here, but it looks like they're all locked.
Alright, let's see where it takes us this time.
Can you pull the lever?
Come on, my hands are kind of full right now.
Oh, yeah. I can take Quark then.
You really don't want to touch that thing, do you?
Well, I mean, look at it. It looks suspicious. Like I'm gonna touch it and whoosh, a bunch of poison needles fly out of the wall.
I mean, Zero is that cruel?
Maybe if I had, like, a piece of wood to move it with or something.
I think you might be a little
Then
paranoid.
you do it.
Fine. At least we're not getting the conversation we had with her last time about pulling things. My God. Like, we need Fi to be with Siggy just to keep his urges in check. My God. See? No needles. Everything is fine.
Now, only one of the doors opened.
Yeah, we finally get into the treatment center. We haven't been to the treatment center in a long time. He said something like treatment center.
Do you think that's some kind of medical thing?
First the infirmary, now this. Why do I keep ending up in these places? Glance over at Quark and sleep on my shoulder. Hey, you know what? We may have lucked out.
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, if this is where they treat people, maybe they got something that can cure Quark.
Oh, yeah.
Let's head on in then. Alright, we're fine. Hey, it's a single-headed lion. What are those?
It says on the side, treatment pod.
So I guess it treats people. Maybe it can help Quark.
Yeah.
Damn it. No good, it's locked. Let's take a look around. Maybe something here will tell us how to unlock this door. Clover nodded and bounced off to examine the room. I lay Quark down just outside the door of the treatment center. Clover might have been overly paranoid about the lever, but there's no harm in being cautious. Hang on there, little guy. We'll get you fixed up soon. He ruffled his hair gently, then turned around and headed back to the room. I had some investigating to do. Seek a way out. Alright. There we go. Okay. So it doesn't help me that there are 3 treatment pods in the spot room. There are numbers at the end of each one. Reading from left to right, they're 1, 2, and 3. Okay. That's all I'm going to get over there. There we go. Hey, a plant! Plant! Look at these lush green leaves. It's sturdy, looking like full of energy and stamina. How does a plant have stamina? Notice there's something stuck to the trunk? Looks like a piece of green plastic. Let me see if I can get it out. Huh? Looks like it's really in there. I think it's stuck on something. Guess I'll take the whole thing then. Huh? Well, plastic could be important. Yeah, you're right. I guess you're right, but... Well, healthy plant. Yeah, it's got something green on it. A bit of green plastic out of the trunk. It's in there real good, though. Can't pull it out. Not yet, at least. Alright, so what we got here? There's a button under the screen. Push it. Right. And there. So you wouldn't let me push the button, but you let me touch the screen to push the button. Hey, it turned on. Looks like there's something on it. Oh no! Oh no, what is this? Oh no. What the heck is this? It says start in the corner. Maybe it's a board game? No. Found an image of a board game. Oh no. Well, at least it's an archive. I don't have to do anything with that. And then the lion ate the sun. Nice lion. It's a pretty realistic painting. It's really, really, really real lion. Don't sing in a whisper like that. It's creepy. It's kind of like he's coughing up a hairball. I think he's trying to eat something, not cough it up. He's trying to eat a hairball? Probably something else. What? I don't know. There's just a hole there. So we need to put something in the hole? Yeah, I think so. The 9th lion ate the sun. Hello? You got something. Oh my gosh, aliens. Pretty sure that's just jellyfish. Aliens. There are 3 jellyfish. 2 yellow ones and a purple one. What's inside the purple one? Is it digesting human flesh? Why would you even think of something like that? I don't think it's meat anyway. Look at it. It's too solid. I think it's a tile of some sort. Wonder if we can get it out. Nope, we need a key. Can't open it? Nope, looks like it's locked. Nope, can't shift it. Well, it's got a keyhole. And I guess you need to unlock it if you want to open it. Alright. It's way out. Hey! Playing over there too. This one's all weathered. Guess it doesn't come out either. Might as well take it too. Weathered plant is red. Binder. Look at the piece of paper. How to open the pod room door. Okay. Take the tablet. Alright, so, archive. Door puzzle. Oh no. It's protected by a 4-digit password. You can use the hit below count. Hints are displayed on the screen to figure out what those 4 digits are. One of the numbers you select is a number in the password and in the right place, that will add to your hit count. If one of the numbers you select is a number in the password but is not in the right place, it will add to your blow count. You get 10 tries for each password. If you exhaust your 10 tries, the password will reset. No! That is the last thing I need. Oh no. It's gonna be fun. Number 4. And a 1. And a 4. Wall clock. Nothing strange here. What? Are you serious? Are we looking at the same clock? Everything about it is abnormal. Really? Totally looks like a regular clock to me? Oh my gosh. Okay, abnormally number 1. No hands. Yeah, I guess it doesn't have any. What do you mean you guess? How could you miss that? Sorry. Anyway, number 2. There's some weird green glowy thing. Yeah, what's that? I guess there's no way to know without taking it out. But there's a cover, right? You can't get to it. Yeah, it won't open. Well, duh. There's no way it's going to be that easy. So, green thing, we have to figure out a way to get that cover open. Yep. And normality number 3 is a hole in the bottom left corner. Wonder what it is. I think it's probably a keyhole. Oh ho! That means, wait. We can think later. I got 2 more points of abnormality. Number 4. Turn your attention to the other side. The bottom right. I think these are the 2 slots painted red and green. Think they're for memory cards? Sure look like they are. And I've saved the best for last. Abnormal number 5 is about number 4. It says no number 4 on the clock. Then number 4 is the 5th abnormality. Yeah. It appears this is the 4th clock. Anyway, those are the 5 weird things on this clock. What are we looking at anyway? Clock? The guys was worse than I thought. Look, just because I wear glasses doesn't mean anything. What does this tablet do? Tablet, there's a message on it. 4 pieces for the first password. 1 piece for the second password. How's that supposed to mean? Touch of the screen changes. Do you think maybe pieces could be like pieces of the board game? Pieces. Don't you remember what it said on the tablet before the password screen popped up? Like 4 pieces for the first password, 1 piece for the second password. One piece. Okay. Those pieces. Okay, what board game are you talking about? You already forgot? Shoot, won't open. There's a control panel in the middle of it. Yeah, I think it's how you unlock it. Okay, this is gonna be fun. Okay, so. So one of these numbers is correct. It's just in the wrong spot. Okay. So 3 is out, 2, 4, and 9 are still in the clear. Okay, got 1 hit. And 1 blow, so I got 2 numbers at least. So we're going to go 2 in the third number. Or it could be 9. Okay, 9 and 1 are definitely it. Okay. Five, 9, 1, 6. Okay. There we go. 7916. You did it. Looks like that was the answer. Phew! I was lucky. Anyway, seems to have unlocked. I tried. Pointless. I don't know the patch I'm supposed to put here. Clover might something I had to do with the board game. Should go and look at the game, I guess. We haven't even played the board game. We just did whatever that was. Okay. So it looks like about 7:15? Either 6:15 or 7:15 for the clock. Okay. We left the pod 1, pod 2, pod 3. The number on them, you just can't really see them from here. Okay. Also, they got them handled. Spay there for opening the pods up. Open. Hey, there's a key. Nothing in here. Huh? White key? Okay. Okay. Yep, nothing to see here. Key number 2. Okay. Silver key. Up, up, up! There's a clock there. No, 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 no. Gotcha. Alright. And now let's look at these screens. Message on the screen. Maintenance complete. Please insert activation chip. What do you mean about activation? It's a chip we insert to activate the pod, you think? Why are you being like that? This is important. Okay, I get it. We need to get Quark into one of these, right? Yeah. Alright, so we got silver key. Just a normal key. Have you seen keyholes that look like they might fit? Alright, examine. It's called a dimple key? Pretty thick, too. Currently undergoing internal maintenance. Please stand by. Okay, and the last one. Okay. Let's get out. Hey, Quark, you still here? Okay. Let's Sparta go this way. Alright, let's get this open. You require a double key. Damn it, wrong key. Okay, how about the silver key? There we go. I should be able to open this thing. What the hell? There's a second lid. Yeah, but it's got a hole in the middle. Stick your hand there. Maybe you can grab it with the meat in it. It's not meat. Whatever. Let's give it a shot. Ah, hot. The water's really hot. Really? Really? And these bubbles. Yeah, it's boiling. No way. No jellyfish can survive boiling water. They're aliens. Yeah. Should try to get the purple one to rise up to the top somehow. Get right under the hole in the lid. I think I could grab it. You move one of the yellow jellyfish to the hole and said, "You're a failure. We are very disappointed in you." Okay, let's do this. Oh no! There we go. Gotta grab it jelly fast. What the heck? Jellyfish are fast because the water's hot. Artificial jellyfish. This is Ellen. She's a mysterious intelligent life form from the outer reaches of space. Don't give it a name. Here, take it. Stop it. What if it grabs my face and lays eggs at me or something? Heh, come on. Just wants to give you a hug. Besides, it's not even alive. It's a thing. Man-made, like a toy or something. But it's digesting a chunk of meat. It's not meat, then what is it? Hold on, I'll put it out now. Circular tile. There you go. Fits perfectly. I don't think it did anything that... Look, huh? What the heck is this? A laser? Ah. Gosh, I think there'd be something like this behind the picture. Laser. Anything change while we're at it? Go inside. Maybe if we open the pod, maybe something will change. Oh ho! Okay. But what does that mean? We'll figure it out. All right. Hey, it worked. Ha, it's open. Well, I guess I'll grab this thing first. Chip with number 1. Okay. The card slots is a red one and a green one. Chip with a green light. Not sure what it does. Is there anything else? Just thinking, maybe there's some sort of password hint? Come on, for the tablet. It has some kind of login screen, right? Yeah, so, well, you need a 4-letter password. We got the numbers 1 through 4 on the left side of the board game looking thing. I feel like there's got to be a connection. Yeah, I don't understand this one. So... got 4 pieces. Something that looks like on my board. It might be a hint for the tablet login. Okay, so... yeah, that's the door puzzles. Huh. Kinda lost on that one. Here we go. Message on the screen before this system must be initialized. Please perform the following tests. 1. Treat vegetation. Freeze vegetation. Until tests are complete, pod will not function with human occupant. Okay. Can't put a person there until it runs the test. Seems pretty clear to me. What about Quark? Don't worry. We just need to run the test. Treat and freeze a plant, huh? Okay, freezing. Well, doesn't really have a choice, do we? Gotta follow the instructions. Come on. We don't have time to just sit around. Okay. So, first we want to treat a plant. So I'm going to go with the withered one. Because we got a withered plant. Let's treat it. What do we do next? Let's close it. Okay. Diagnosis subject done. Initiating treatment cycle. Treatment complete. Hot opening. Hey, look at that. The plant's healthy. It's like magic. Well, we don't need this plant anymore. It's done a good job. Thank you for your service, sir. Huh? Hey, look. Yeah, it's the red memory card that we needed. And now we gotta put in the healthy plant. Alright. It's on the healthy plant. Who knows? Let's close it up and freeze it. Identify the subject. Done. Diagnose the subject. Done. Initiating freeze cycle. Yes. Freezing complete. Pod opening. Whoa, it's totally frozen stiff. Probably because of your lame joke. Did I say something? Look, the leaves are all crunchy. Crunch, 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 crunch. Ah! Oh man, what'd you do, Clover? It's all broken now, but whatever. Just help me clean it up. Huh? This wasn't here before. It's a plastic that was stuck in the trunk. It's fallen out when the plant shattered. Alright, think that should do it. Let's put Quark in. I know, hang on. There we go. He's sleeping pretty hard, huh? You never think he's sick. It's that Soparil stuff's pretty strong. Yeah, so what do we do now? We'll close the cover like we did before. That should start the automatic diagnosis. Got it. Identify subject, done. Diagnose subject, done. So human occupant secured. Beginning treatment. Is he gonna be okay? Maybe we should check the screen. Yeah. Some kind of readout, of course, vital signs. Body temperature, pulse rate, blood pressure, respiration frequency. They all look normal. What a relief. Wait. Something else down at the bottom. RAD-6 virus detected. System is not equipped to treat RAD-6. Current program will alleviate symptoms but cannot cure a viral infection. What the heck? What was the point of putting him in there? Well, I don't think there was no point. After all, it says it can alleviate the symptoms. But hold on. Let's keep looking. It says more. The system is capable of inducing a cold sleep state. Cold sleep frees the subject with CAS, preserving cellular structure. During the cold sleep state, body functions are suspended, preventing viral spread. Activate sleep function? Yes or no? Cold sleep? What the heck is that? No idea, but remember the freezing test? Just don't crunch him up there, Clover. Whatever, we need to get out of here and tell everyone else about this. What should we tell it to do? You put him in cold sleep? Activate sleep? Yes or no? No question. What if he got smashed like the plant? No, it is. We're just gonna leave him in there for now. And now, we can do this. Look, there's a hand on his face now. Good. Minute hand, and hour hand. Alright. Going to 4. Okay, so... Four o'clock. 5 minutes passed. No, I can't do anything to this? Okay. Okay, so. I see. I see. I think I got it. Okay. Okay, so. Archive. So the first one. That's minute and hour. Uh, it's either going to be that, or it's either going to be... Oh no. I really screwed this up. Nope, I did that one wrong. 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3. Alright, it's gonna be interesting. Okay, I think I have the letters I need. Oh no. Archive! Archive, why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this to me, game? Alright, let's try that again. Okay. Where am I supposed to go? 3 digits based on where the clock is facing and not what the numbers actually mean. Because that could make a huge difference. Okay. So that's going to change a few things. Okay. Yeah, I completely scuffed this one up. Okay. Hey. That's what I did wrong. I wasn't counting the space that I started. Okay. That would be why. Okay. Yeah, but look at the screen. It's green! Okay, so. Star, blank, moon, and moon. This is the password for the safe. And then, okay. So then it's just one piece for the second, so I need the archive. The archive for this one. Okay. I don't need that. I need Stretch of the Dice game, so it's only one piece this time, so... First one's going to land me here. P.O. This one's going to be 15. Okay, that's going to be poor. There we go. Oh my god. All because I didn't count the first step. The step that I started on. Ah, thought so. Nice work. Yeah, I guess. Oh wait, look. Yay. Sun. Moon. Star. Alright. Huh? This is different. All the symbols are in different spots. Alright, we're done. Safe, where are you? There you are. Yep. Let's just open this and get out of here. Whew. That's a rough one. That's a rough one if you don't put 2 and 2 together. Did you open it? Yep. Secret file. I'll eventually read them. Once I get a little bit later, though. To the game. Moon. And we're out. Alright. Ooh! That's where they got the gun. Gotcha. It's open. Good job. That's twice you opened it. Oh, that thing looks dangerous to be this gun thing? Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. It's an injection gun. It's a helpful tool, not a weapon. You sure? I think it kind of depends on what's in that vial there. The label says neostigmine. Huh? What does that say? Neostigmine? Why does that mean something? Let me see it. Oh, wait. Why is there 2? I think I heard that somewhere before. Oh god, I can't remember. Damn. I think it's bad, though. You have any proof? Nope. Of course not. Can you let me hang on to this? Sure it's not dangerous? What would you do if it was? Alright, I trust you. You don't seem like a bad person. Thanks. How about I let you take me on a date sometime? Oh, no. We got out here in one piece? Yeah. Yeah, just wait until you meet his brother. Meet her brother. Yeah, that's all flat stuff. Yeah, first we got a map. Okay. Yep, we already know how this floor is laid out. Gray cards, key cards, ambidex. Yeah, Quark's not really gonna be doing much here. Next, piece of paper, something on it. There's some more AB game rules for you. Not voting is not an option. One of us has to vote. Oh well. Alright, yep. Get the key. Alright. We're out of here. Okay. Rough puzzle, man. Ready? Yep, let's go. 2, 1, out. So she has a gun. She has an injection gun.
An ambidex.
We had just
45
left the
minutes
room.
Remain.
The hell?
Somebody else must have opened one of the.
Why did they do that? Or we should be heading back anyway. Headed for the door.
Wait!
Clover's voice stopped me. What is it? Turned to see her pointing towards the wall with the treatment pods.
The screen. It changed.
What?
The screen on the pod's mod.
What's it saying? Oh yeah, it says recent operational records. So close to began to read. What it said was interesting. Currently treating one subject. The one subject had to admit Quark. That was the pod we put him in after all. Read on. Subject 748, one subject released. One subject successfully restored at 806. 816, cold sleep mode disengaged. Being restoration of one subject. All prior records have been erased. Authorization admin. Check the other pods. They were all the same. That's probably what happened to all of us. How they kept us here because they couldn't kidnap us on the at the same time on the same day.
I think it's saying that about 8 hours ago, somebody in this pod woke up from cold sleep. Well, 3 people actually, one for each pod. They all say the same thing, see?
That's before we all woke up, huh? It hasn't been 8 hours
Yeah.
yet. So 3 pods could have been the 3 of us. You could have been captured earlier, don't know how much earlier. Then they thawed out here 8 hours ago and carried in the AB
Yeah,
rooms.
that seems reasonable. I really don't think there'd be anyone else in here besides the 9 of us. Well, I guess it's actually the 10 of us.
Yeah. If you count the old woman we found, that would be 10, wouldn't it? So who are the 3 pod
Don't
people?
ask me. How am I supposed to know that? All it says is subject. A, that's creepy. B, it doesn't tell us anything about who they might have been.
Doesn't say who they were put in a cold sleep
And this
either.
bit, where it says, all prior records have been erased. Authorization admin. That seems pretty suspicious to me.
I wonder why they wouldn't just write the time,
What?
though. Well, it said yourself, lost is 8 hours ago, not like 9:15 a.m. Those minus signs have to mean that's far in the past. What a right time like this. Maybe Zero Senior just wants to know what the actual time
Why
is.
not?
Oh, fine now. Speaking of things I don't know, why did this stuff suddenly show up? Seems whatever was triggered had this activated as soon as we opened the door to
Wouldn't
leave.
that mean Zero Senior set it up to work that way?
Yeah, but why? That's what I'm asking. What's the reason he would have
Maybe
to do
he-
that? But he deleted a bunch of the data. Maybe he wanted us to see the records? Why?
Could it all be a trick? All
Trick?
of these records are fake. Zero Senior just set it up to mess with us.
So you say this is just a joke?
Well, I can't say for sure, but it seems possible, right?
No, it doesn't make sense.
Well, let's ask somebody else. Maybe they can think of something.
Yeah, you're right. The AB gates have been opened. We need to be heading back to the warehouse
Yeah,
anyway.
and we need to tell everyone what happened with Quark.
Double check that Quark was alright, then hurry to the treatment center. Out of the treatment center. Sorry. Reading is hard. Is this another warehouse?
It looks just like the other one. Hey, could you show me that map?
Yep.
Yeah, this one is right under the...
Yep. We got our
Oh,
white
are
doors,
those-
and we have no idea.
And there are 3 of them.
We have no idea right now who we're going to be paired with. Alright, let's go take a closer look.
I knew it. These are chromatic doors. See? They've got a little box right next to them, just like the others.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we might not have to. We both have...
All we gotta do is betray our next person and we're good to go.
We're a pair, right?
Yeah.
And who's our opponent?
Quark.
Exactly. But he's in the pod right now, so...
He's automatically gonna ally.
Is recorded before the deadline has passed.
Alright, so we should pick betray, are you?
Weren't you planning to? I thought that was why you were okay with option C when we were making the groups.
No, that's not. I just thought that with Quark's condition, be able to choose ally, not worry about getting
Oh,
betrayed.
come on. You don't need to lie to me. We're partners. That means we share the same destiny. So let's not hide anything from each other, okay?
I'm not hiding anything.
Wait, you're serious? You were really going to pick ally? Whoa. Hold on a second there. We might not get another chance like this. Let's say we ally and get up to 8 points. We don't know if we'll be able to get any points next round. For all we know, there might not even be a next round. There are 3 other people with 6 BP, right? Dio, K, and 5. What do you think's going to happen if one of them gets 9 points this round?
It's not gonna
Why
happen.
not?
Fi and Luna are playing against Temiyuji. He's only got 1 BP left, though. I really don't think that they'd pick Betray. Temiyuji picked ally, they kill him. Same goes for Dio. He's playing against Alice and K, and Alice's BP.
No, don't even think about that.
I agree. But her BP is the same as Temiyuji, so unless Dio's willing to kill someone, he won't be able to get this BP
Then
to 9.
Alice has to vote betray.
Yeah, this is generally the best defensive choice.
But if Dio chooses ally,
Then.
K would have 9 BP. Jeez. Well, it's just like I said then. If K gets 9 BP...
Well, that's not necessarily the case.
So it's over when someone...
No. As long as that person doesn't open the number 9 door, the game goes on.
So you think that K will stay here? Even if he gets enough points to lead?
I don't know,
No,
but
it's
it's possible.
not.
You know, think about how we're going to vote later. For now, we need to get back to the others. There's a couple things I gotta do when we get back.
Fine.
Okay, back to Florida then. Let's move. Turn ahead for the exit. In a few moments, I heard Clover's footsteps following behind me. She's got that injection gun. Be careful.
Clover. Oh, thank goodness you're back.
Yep.
How you doing, Shellshock Prime? I am doing I'm doing well. And, Virtue's Last Reward is absolutely mind-boggling at times. I just spent a lot of time on a relatively simple puzzle because I was playing a board game and I didn't count the space I was currently on as one of the spaces I needed to count. So it completely threw my passwords out the window. But as far as progress in the game, I've gotten at least 2 of the endings. Gotten rid of most of the bad endings. So we're almost ready to just unlock most of the story. Are we the last ones?
Yes.
Okay. Can we go in and vote?
Hey, where's Quark?
Tamuji's expression was furious from the way he was stomping towards me. I felt like I only had a few seconds before I was on the ground with his neck around my neck. Explain what had happened with Quark and the pods as quickly as I could. Yes, Quark, little kid, he's infected with a virus, and to help him out, we threw him into a treatment pod where they're going to alleviate some of his symptoms. And this Tamuji is his grandfather, so he's got a little bit of a concern about his grandson.
So are these pod things really safe?
Safe enough.
Probably.
Probably.
Probably?
No, they're definitely safe. He's
Are
fine.
they safe or aren't they?
Okay.
Look, I'm just worried about him, all right? Can you take me to this treatment center, Clover? Don't worry, we've still got 20 minutes left. Plenty of time to go have a look and come back.
Okay. Come on then.
Alright, this is your time, Siggy. Scan it, hit the button, you get the gate closed. As soon as she was off, Tamuji followed suit. Clover has betrayed us twice so far in my last playthrough, so let's not do that again. Alright, you guys got some explaining to do.
I beg your pardon.
You opened the AB gates before Clover and I got back, didn't you? I want to know why the hell you go and do something like that.
Sigma, take a look.
As she spoke, Vi just toward the line of AB rooms. Only one was open.
It's not like we opened them all up.
So you're saying only one person or one pair jumped in the gun here?
Yes.
Well, who was it? Dio, of
I
course.
opened it.
So it was you. Figured as much. Yeah, Dio sucks.
It's not really a big deal, okay? I mean, you came right back.
No, we came back like 20 minutes after you had scanned the thing. Yes, Dio. Yes, it is a big deal.
Why? If you hadn't made it back by the deadline, you'd have just defaulted to ally.
At least one of us has to vote, though. Not just. Are you telling me you didn't know? Did you find one of these notes? I have found a supplementary rule in every safe I've been in. How are they not getting this? Zero, what the hell are you doing with my timelines? I mean, I already know how much of a piece of shit he is. I already found this in the treatment
There
center.
was no such thing in the pressure exchange chamber.
I didn't see one in the pantry either.
Huh. Well, whatever. You should probably read it, though.
Here are some more AB game rules for you. Not voting is not a option. If both parties refuse to vote, then every bunny gets penalized. In other words, one person out of every color group of 3 has to vote.
You get it now? If we hadn't gotten back in time, Clover, Quark, and I could have died. And you just...
Alright, I get it. Sorry. Cut me some slack, though, man. I didn't know.
You're not sorry. So you wouldn't have opened the gate if you did?
Of course I wouldn't have. What the hell, bro?
I know for a fact in a different timeline, yes, you would. So...
You said the room you went into was a treatment center, right?
Yeah.
If they treat people there, I'd think they'd have shelves of medicine and stuff. Did
Nope.
you find any Accelavir?
Nope. Just not that kind of place. It just had those pods, and that was it. Besides, if we found anything to cure Radical 6, we wouldn't have put Quark in the pod.
I see. Can the pod cure Radical 6?
No.
How do you know that?
Oh, well, it said so on the screen next to the pods. Something about how it can provide relief from the symptoms, but can't actually cure the disease. It's better than nothing, though. Oh, right. There's one more thing about the pods I should tell you. 2 and 3 are not functioning. Explain what the records had said about the pod's occupants and their cold sleep.
Cold sleep?
So at least 3 people were in cold sleep for God knows how long. They were woken up 8 hours prior to where we are right now.
Are you suggesting that 3 of us were, until recently, cryogenically frozen?
If you could trust what we read, yeah.
Which of us are the pod people then?
I don't know, that's what I'm saying. It didn't say who they were or where they were even frozen.
So this cold sleep, that means they basically froze the body solid, right? Not like how a bear or something hibernates where it just slows way down.
Yeah, I think so.
So what would happen to the heart? Wouldn't
what?
it stop when you were put into a cold sleep?
That's a good question. Oh, so if we got in a cold sleep, our bracelets would come
And
on.
then we can just defrost ourselves right away.
You said there were 3 pods, right?
We'd only need to do it 3 times for the 9 of us.
Uh-huh.
I imagine that will work for you, but perhaps not so much for me.
The armor.
Don't worry. I'm sure we'll figure something out. We should go have a look at any rate. We'll be able to come up with a plan once we know more.
Of course.
Yeah, I wonder how long it would take to actually freeze and defreeze a human being. Just to get those bracelets off.
What? What do you mean the cold sleep function doesn't work?
I'm sorry.
You don't have anything to apologize for, Luna.
Never mind. So much for that idea.
Zero Senior must have just locked it down.
Well, when Clover and I were here, it worked. It had to work for the puzzle at the very least.
Yeah, I remember checking it.
Then that bastard set this up. Oh, that's low.
It is not pleasant. But consider this. We have seen how thorough Zero is. Would he really have left such an obvious loophole?
Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. If Zero Jr. heard me, he could have shut it off.
Whatever the case, it is an unfortunate outcome.
Unfortunate. Really? You sure? Aren't you just a little bit relieved? After all,
How could you say that?
Oops. After all, we were going to get our bracelets off while you were stuck with yours. How could you say
I
that?
would never be so petty as...
Before Kate could finish, the announcer's voice echoed through the facility.
10 minutes remain.
Alright, it's time to...
Please enter your vote.
It's time to go voting.
No vote is...
Time's running out. We should get back up.
I'm staying here. I can't leave Quark.
Are you nuts, old man? You're a solo. Luna and Phi could kill you.
Yeah, I know. I've only got 1 BP.
Exactly. If you don't vote, you'll default to ally. All they have to do is pick betray.
We won't. You staying here won't change our vote.
Right. We always intended to choose ally. Tenmyoji staying here is just another reason for us to stick to that plan.
I mean, he's an old man. You could betray an old man.
Luna has the same
Doesn't have
number
much
of
life
BP
left in
as
him.
you, Tenmyoji. Normally, the safe plan would be to choose Betray. Since you will be unable to betray them, then Phi and Luna can choose to ally without worrying about their own points.
Yes.
Well, there you go. I trust Phi. I'm sure they'll choose ally.
Sounds good. Okay, Temuji, you take care of Quark.
You think I need you to tell me that? I won't take my eyes off him for a minute.
Come on. We don't have much time left. We need to go.
And Alice hasn't shown any symptoms either. It's very strange in this run. Back at the Flurry Warehouse, we open the AB rooms. Alright, Clover, let's see how you're gonna do this time.
4 minutes remain until...
Alright, Clover, we should probably head in too.
Okay.
Okay, why are you sounding nervous? Alright, here we go. Is she going to use the injection gun?
Sigma, do you remember what I said back in the other warehouse?
Yeah. You told me you should betray Quark since we might not get another chance like this, right?
Yeah. Can I, take that back?
Yes, actually, I'd rather not, betray the
I
child.
changed my mind a little bit after talking to Tenmyoji. I think we should choose ally.
Hey, that's more than just a little bit. That's like someone trading a Shih Tzu for a German Shepherd. The hell happened to you with you two? Did he say something to you?
I can't tell you.
Okay. What? Why?
You'd laugh if I did anyway.
I won't laugh.
Really?
Promise.
Well, I still can't tell you.
Hey, come on.
Promise. I told Tenmyoji I wouldn't tell anybody.
Okay. Alright. Well. Alright, fine. We won't ask about it again. But Temuji doesn't really have anything to do with this, right? Our opponent is Quark.
No, he does matter. Quark is really important to Tenmyoji. If we betray Quark, we're betraying Tenmyoji. Come on, don't you when we were going into the red, blue, and green doors, Tenmyoji said something.
I didn't say there wasn't anyone I trusted. There's one person, Clover. Just know that you'll keep him safe.
I can't betray somebody who'd say that about me.
You seem pretty ready to betray him back on floor B.
That's because I didn't know who he was.
Oh ho, so you're saying you know who Temuji really is.
Well, if what he told me was true, yeah.
Okay.
1 minute.
Please, choose out.
You aren't going to try and vote yourself?
If I try, you'll just throw me off, right?
Yeah, I did kind of throw her last time when she tried to rush it.
I don't think I'm strong enough to fight you. So,
Alright. With that, I turned and faced the voting machine. The question was, what would I do? Ally or betray? Just as Clover had said, betraying Quark was like betraying Temiuchi. That wasn't even talking to a consideration that Quark was just a kid. He was affected with a deadly disease that would almost certainly kill him if we didn't do something. How could I betray someone like that? Only a monster would take advantage of a helpless child for their own gain. On the other hand, what Clover had said in the warehouse of B was true. It's unlikely to get a chance like this again. If I chose to betray, then I have 9 BP. Be able to escape this godforsaken hellhole.
10 seconds.
So what would my choice be? What would I do? Ally or betray? I chose...
3, 2, 1.
I chose not to betray the child. I like to think I'm a good guy every now and then.
Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you, Ambidex game.
Alright. Let's see how we get screwed over.
what did you choose, Sigma?
You didn't see me push the button?
No?
Huh? Well, you'll know in a moment. Let's go. Gave her a light pat on the shoulder and headed toward the wall where the results would be displayed. Alright, who screwed up?
Results, please direct.
Okay. Okay. About to say, there's no way that Quark could betray, so... Alright. Life goes on. Unless something bad happens.
Points have been assigned. Please check your bracelet.
So you chose Ally, huh?
Yes. Why wouldn't I? Actually, wait. Did anything else change here? No. No. Nothing changed. Nothing else changed. It's okay. It's alright. Yeah. Quark is sick, a kid, unable to vote. Can't bring myself to betray something like that. No need to thank me. I did what anyone would have. So you guys chose Ally too, huh?
Of course, Tenmyoji had only 1 BP left, and he was guaranteed to vote ally, so there's no way we could betray somebody in that position.
If we had, then he'd...
Yeah, you didn't have much choice. Alice K and Dio, on the other hand, seemed to have a less pleasant round.
Hey, what the hell is your problem? You're either crazy or just an asshole. Were you trying to kill me?
No, nothing like that.
Yes, you were trying to kill her! You only chose Betray to get the 9 BP, but that would have killed her.
Well then, what was it like if we'd voted ally?
You would be dead. The needles in your bracelet would have activated, killing you.
See, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
But you're at 6
I
BP.
didn't think there was any way in hell you guys would choose Ally, not with Alice's BP at 1.
So you chose to Betray and keep your precious points.
The only way you could possibly vote was Betray. Picking Ally when I knew you guys would pick Betray would have been suicide.
You can't die. You've got 6 BP.
Well, maybe not immediately, no. But I would have been signing my own death warrant. Heck, not just mine. Everyone except Kay's.
What?
Didn't you think it through? Your vote was always going to be Betray. Let's say I was a raving lunatic and picked Ally.
6 plus 3.
See, then it'd be Glypho. He'd open the number 9 door and blow this popsicle stand.
And he would.
Us twisting in the wind, living out the rest of our miserable lives. You see, that's why I chose Betray. I did it to save all our necks, including yours.
Alice gritted her teeth and scowled fiercely at Dio, apparently trying to think of a rebuttal before finally snorting indignantly and stalking away. Shortly thereafter, the warehouse was filled with a rumbling sound of doors sliding shut. Now for the next round, unless something bad happens.
The Ambidex round 3. Star keys. There is no the Ambidex gates.
As many times as we want, huh?
We
That
can play
means...
the AB game as many times as we want, right?
Hey, didn't Zero Jr. say something about this?
Yeah. Yeah, he did. Can you guys all show me your bracelets? I want to see all our colors and groups this time. Let's see. Luna and Clover are cyan pair, Phi and Alice are a magenta pair. The remaining three are all soulless. K is red, Dio is green, and I'm blue. So how are the groups supposed to work in the next round? I think the next doors are going to be those white ones.
Yeah, I heard about those. Alice told me about them while we were here waiting for you and Clover. I think I've got them figured out.
Yeah, so lay it out. How are the groups going to shake this time? Find out and begin to explain. Can I skip that? Option A. Temiuji, Quark are paired up with me to open one door. Phi and Alice, Luna and Clover are paired up. Okay.
Oh? Is there only one?
Yes, no other combinations would be able to open the secondary doors. Admittedly, Tenmyoji and Quark aren't. If they weren't, then Sigma would be stuck without anybody he could pair up with.
Oh god, I never thought I'd have to put up with Dio again.
Well, you just didn't think hard enough then. Sooner or later, everybody puts up with Dio. Wait.
So, what should we do now? It looks like we have a lot of time until the primary doors open.
Yeah, we got plenty of time. 80 minutes.
I'm worried about Quark's condition. Those pods can't cure Radical 6. He still needs help.
Well, we don't have anything to lose, so we might as well look for that medicine. Clover, right?
Yeah. What about the rest?
Oh, I'll help.
As will I.
Me too.
I guess I can help.
What about you, Sigma?
Of course I'll help. What kind of jerk
Okay.
wouldn't? I mean, we know where the Accelavir is. It's in one of the rooms, but I don't think we ran into a combination where someone's going to get that room.
Shall we regroup in the Floor B warehouse?
Yeah. Alright.
You are going to the treatment center, correct?
Yes.
Then please remember to tell Tenmyoji.
Okay.
Okay.
You must also remember to bring Quark with you.
Kinda need
I
him.
am concerned about removing him from the pod, but it can't be helped. Without Quark's bracelet, Sigma and Tenmyoji will be...
Right.
Good. Looks like we got all that straightened out. Let's go.
Here we go. With a final nod to one another, we split up, each team heading to a different direction. Who's going to die? Yeah, I didn't forget about this puzzle. Oh, how could I? It's the pressure exchange chamber.
No, this is the prep room. There are 2 levels. The actual pressure exchange chamber is downstairs.
How do you know that?
Alice told me. She was one of the people who investigated this room.
Did you talk to her when you were waiting for us back in
Yeah.
the warehouse? Well, let's head
Good
downstairs
idea.
then. Yeah, we did this with Clover last time. That was fun. This is the real thing. Why do they have something like this here?
Well, this is just what Alice told me, but
Apparently the pressure inside the facility is a lot higher than the pressure outside. That was part of the system designed to keep the virus from getting in. It did mean, however, that we need to go through a decompression process in order to get outside.
remember all those suits along the wall of the prep room? Those keep you from getting infected. We won't even be able to enter the pressure exchange chamber if we don't have them on.
And also to protect us from actual pressure as well. Whoa. Did the newspaper articles right?
Unfortunately, that seems pretty likely.
So the air out there is teaming with Radical 6?
Something's been bothering me.
What is it?
Aren't you saying that if we put on those suits, we can go into the pressure exchange chamber and go outside?
Oh. No, we can't do.
Can't do
The
that.
door beyond the pressure exchange chamber is locked up tight.
Yeah, it's welded shut. Damn. Just one door between us and freedom.
Well, if you look at it that way, it's the same as the number 9 door.
Okay, yeah, but...
Whatever. Quark needs it.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're
we need to
right.
find the Accelavir, and we're not going to find it here.
I'll go look around up. You two take this floor.
Got it.
Okay.
Don't know what I'm going to be doing here with Clover unless she wants to knock me out cold. Looked everywhere we think of, but turned up nothing. Eventually, I couldn't keep my mouth shut any longer. Hey, what do you think the deal is with the stuff about the world being infested with some crazy virus? Pandemic seems like it would make the news, but I don't remember hearing anything. Wait a minute, you mentioned it, didn't you? Back when Dio was asking questions, we were in the infirmary. It was right after Quark lost it.
Have any of you guys heard anything about any sort of viral pandemic?
Well, no, but
And then Alice said,
I have heard rumors about a virus being used as a bioweapon.
So what's the rumor she was talking about? Got the feeling you and Alice were talking about the same thing. Clover, what do you know? What are you and Alice anyway? Heard you guys belong to some sort of organization, but what is it? Clover was quiet for a long time. She bit her thumbnail and looked down at the floor. Then finally she lifted her head and met my eyes.
Fine. I think I can trust you. Just don't tell Alice, okay?
Alright. Promise. Clover and I began to talk. I listened with rapt attention and a complete loss for words. Here's what she said. Alice and I are agents of the SOIS, which is under the jurisdiction of the Department of Defense. SOIS stands for Special Office of Internal Security, and we're an elite intelligence division that investigates potentially disruptive or dangerous elements such as domestic or foreign terrorists, radical political splinter groups, and religious organizations with extreme agendas that can pose a threat to the state of citizenry. Our existence hasn't been made public, so we're the only few people who know we exist. Probably wondering how you even got involved with something like that, huh? Well, it started when I met Alice. In the Nevada desert. Told you that I played the Nonary game twice before, right? Well, this was after the second time, so about a year ago. We just escaped. We were all stuffed in this SUV barreling across the desert. I was driving, because of course we let her drive. And that's when I saw her. Alice. She was standing next to the road with her thumb out. She was already working for the SOIS and been on her way to the building we've been trapped in as part of her investigation. But on the way there, her car had broken down. We offered to give her a ride, of course. After she got in, we started talking. It turned out that Alice had gotten a tip that the terrorists she was after were in the building we've been trapped in. We couldn't see how us playing the Nonary game had anything to do with the terrorists. But Alice had a suggestion. Maybe the two people who trapped you in there are the terrorists. The two people who trapped us, of course, were Santa and June. That didn't seem very likely to us, but we were chasing after them anyway, so we decided to bring Alice with us. Unfortunately, we didn't find them. We did not find June, and we did not find Santa. Interesting. As far as we know, they're still out there now on the run. Anyway, we were taken back to the SOIS headquarters and put into custody. I guess they thought there had to be some kind of connection between us being kidnapped and the terrorist group they were investigating. But they must not have found anything because after a few days of questioning, they let us go. We all went home and returned to our lives. But things didn't go back to the way they've been. My mom got real worried about me and my brother since we've gotten kidnapped twice now, so she hired bodyguards for us. Oh, I haven't told you about my brother, have I? He's super awesome for one. And he was in both the last two Nonary games too. So anyway, we've been grabbed twice. But the people behind the two Nonary games were totally different. That didn't matter to my mom though, so after all these huge men in black suits followed me and my brother everywhere. It was awful. We were always being watched. People would look at us funny because we were being followed around by a bunch of creepy looking guys. I couldn't stand it. So I thought I'd finally be free. All that was waiting for me was another kind of prison. The only time it was really happened was hanging out with my brother. So we were talking over one day, we decided to leave. Like, run away. So we did it. After that, we lived on our own. I worked in a cafe, and he composed music. He plays the harp, and he started writing this kind of new agey music. Got kind of popular, so we didn't have to worry too much about surviving. Sometimes he played little venues like coffee houses and stuff. His fans would show up and listen to him play and cry. Or some of them would meet on their own and recite stuff from the books he'd written and play his songs. I know that sounds kind of like weird and culty, but that they just do that stuff on their own, okay? My brother doesn't have anything to do with it. Anyway, we did that for a while, and then one day, Alice showed up. I need your help, she told us. We need people who can do what you can do. Survive Nonary games? Not exactly, not exactly the best skill set to work with here. So we went to the location she gave us. It turned out to be the headquarters of the SOIS, where they'd taken us after the second Nonary game. They put us in a room where a dozen or so other people were about the same age as us. A bunch of them looked familiar, too. Only took a moment to realize how we knew each other. They were kids from the first Nonary game. We were all excited to see each other again, and we were hugging and shaking hands and stuff. And then Alice walked in. The whole room went quiet. She walked up on the podium and looked around the room, making eye contact with each of us. Right now, a terrorist organization is preparing for a major attack. plan to trigger a viral pandemic. If they succeed, they will strike a massive blow against all humanity and not just any one country. It's possible that we as a species will die out completely. We're doing our best to prevent it, but we need your help. You are what we call espers. You have the ability to access the morphogenetic field. We need that. Guess you don't know about any of that, but basically we do this thing that's kind of like telepathy. I mean, it really isn't telepathy, but it's probably the closest thing, okay? Espers can resonate their consciousness with another person through this thing called morphogenetic field. And we can do it with ourselves going across different multiverses. The purpose of the first Donor game was to research that ability. So they kidnapped kids who had the potential to do it and threw them into the game. Alice had gathered up all the kids from that experiment. Well, I mean, it had been 9 years since it happened, so we weren't really kids anymore. Anyway, everybody she brought in was an Esper, including me and my brother, of course. Bet you think I'm just making this up, huh? I don't blame you. It's pretty crazy. I mean, I was even starting to forget I could do that stuff. So when I heard Alice's story, I was like, screw that. I was trying to move on with my life, and now some shady government creeps wanted me to use some weird ability I had for them? No way. I wasn't even sure I could do it anymore. Some of the others felt differently, though, and they told Alice they'd do it. It was a job, after all. Most people wouldn't turn down a salary like that. Alright, I forgot to tell you, she told us how much they'd pay us if we helped. It was a lot. More wealth than you can imagine. But I was still totally against doing it. My brother told me he'd go along with whatever I decided, so I decided we were leaving. Okay. A couple days passed, and then Alice showed up at our apartment. She didn't waste time. The people behind the first Donor game might have been part of the terrorist organization Alice and the SOS were after. Wasn't that, she asked, something that I might want to know more about? Got me curious. My brother too, but the clincher was what Seven said to us. He was one of the guys that got abducted with us for the second Donor game. She called him on her phone right then and there and handed it to us. You guys are the only people who could do this. We don't know where Junpei is. So Junpei's lost again. He's gone off to travel the world looking for Akane. I haven't been able to get a hold of him. Please, just do me a favor and help Alice out. Junpei, like Seven, another participant for the second Donor game. Akane, one of the people behind the second Donor game. From behind. Seven was a Japanese policeman, which is probably how Alice got in touch with him. Anyway, that did it. My brother and I agreed to join the SOS. For the next couple of months, all we did was train. Half the time was general knowledge, technical skills an agent needed, and the other half was learning to strengthen our Esper abilities. They'd actually known about Espers for quite a while, and had a lot of techniques that helped us get better and stronger. After several months of hard work, we were finally ready on our first field mission. Mine was in infiltration. My brother stayed at the base so I could relay information back through him. I was supposed to sneak into a research facility, posing as one of the other workers, and use their morphogenetic field to transmit what I found back to my brother. But everything went wrong. It was a trap. The whole research facility was fake, and I got captured. Alice had to come and rescue me. I've been sending information about the inside of the facility to my brother, and Alice used that information to come and find me. As soon as she got there, she picked me up and carried me out. I was relieved and happy to be alive and free, but I also felt ashamed and miserable. While she was carrying me back out, I started to cry. She was just so cool, and I wasn't. I wanted to be just like her. So from that day onward, I did everything I could to be more like Alice. To include dressing like her. Our infiltration ended in failure, but we did manage to get something useful. In fact, we were able to figure out where their headquarters was. The directors decided that December 25th, 2028, the time we got kidnapped, would be the day they would strike. This time I promised myself we wouldn't screw it up. I was finally going to get some answers about something that had been with me the most of my life. But then, December 22nd, 3 days before the raid, Alice and I were attacked by people in gas masks while they were going over our plans. While we were going over our plans. When you woke up, you were in a warehouse. Yeah. All that talking seemed to have tired Clover out. She sighed and her long hair swayed as she moved. Hey, I got a few questions.
What are they?
Well, first off, your powers, I guess. I guess you can't use them right now?
Yeah, I'm not really sure why. I've been sending my brother messages ever since I woke up, but...
The response?
Yeah, if there was another Esper here, they could make me stronger. But that's just wishful thinking. Wait. Well,
What?
if there's someone else who's stronger than me, then they kind of absorb my powers. Maybe... No, never mind. That's probably not it.
Right, whatever. I have some other questions, so moving on. I think I understand what Alice was talking about now. They were trying to spread that virus,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so what are they?
Well, I can't tell you.
What? Why not? You told me all that other stuff. That's too
Well,
much?
Alice would be mad at me.
I already told you I wouldn't tell her. Fine, let me rephrase. When are they going to do it?
Well, if we knew that, we wouldn't have gone to all that trouble.
So you don't know.
No, all we know is soon.
That could be just about anything.
Yeah, it could be next week or next month or even next year. Or it could have happened already.
You mean they might have already released the
Wouldn't
virus?
that make the most sense?
I mean, we've been knocked out for a couple days last I checked.
Like, how about this room? Or that news and the 3 people who were put in cold sleep.
Are you saying you, me, and Alice were frozen and the pandemic happened while we were on ice? Wait, no, that doesn't make sense. Nobody else has heard Radical 6 either.
Maybe they're lying.
Really? All 6 of them?
Well, if Kay really does have memory loss, then it's only 5. Quark is out.
So saying Temiuji, Dio, Phi, and Luna are all lying. Dio's definitely a liar. I guess they are a little suspicious. What's their
For
motive?
lying? How would I know?
Then what's the motive for a terrorist organization to start a
I
pandemic?
heard it was something about purifying the unclean?
Purifying the unclean.
Oh, unclean. 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 Unclean.
What? What are you doing?
Shut up! Just hold. I'm this close to remembering. Unclean. Clean. Een.
E-N? Ian? She leapt up suddenly excited.
Neostigmine.
You know what?
Did you forget it already?
No.
I'm talking about this stuff.
She spoke, she pulled something out of her pocket. So what about neostigmine? Alright, I remember that. It was in the safe in the treatment center, right?
Yeah,
I didn't have any idea what it was, though, so I gave it to you.
exactly.
Are you saying you heard about this neostigmine stuff before?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just remembered. My
Remembered.
brother told me neostigmine is a type of colon esterase inhibitor.
Alright, I need an explanation on that one.
That means it's a sort of antidote for tubocurarine.
Oh my god! That might actually save my life. Sorry, but I still don't get
How
it.
easy do I have to make it? Ugh. Okay, I'll start at the top. The stuff I've got in here is neostigmine, which counteracts the muscle relaxant tubocurarine. Following me?
Tubercurin is the poison in our bracelets, right?
It's the second thing we get injected with if we're penalized.
First, is this over real? Which puts you to sleep? I guess you could say it'll really take your breath.
Awesome. So it's saying that this neostigmine keeps it from working.
Yes! Oh my god, how many times are you going to make me say it?
So we can just inject ourselves with this and we get penalized?
We don't have to die. We're gonna be okay. We can only pull the trigger once, though.
That means we can only use it on one person.
Yeah.
Well, it's still good news. This means one of us can break the rules once. Like, let's see.
The best way to use it would be for sneaking through the number 9 door. If somebody gets 9 points, with this stuff, somebody who doesn't have 9 points could still leave with them. Anyway, I'm gonna go tell Alice.
What? Hey, Clover, wait, Clover! It's too late, Clover was already on the lift and gone. But that's a good piece of information. I was, I think, understandably upset. With no stairs, my only choice was to wait for the lift to come back down. As soon as it was back, I jumped in and headed upstairs. That's what I needed to learn about. Hi, where did Clover go? Hi, can you hear me? Hi? She didn't say anything, just stared at me, her mouth half open. Her eyes seemingly slightly glazed, and her body was unnaturally stiff. No, she's been infected. Fi? Grabbed her shoulder and shook her gently. Slowly, she raised her arm, fingers drooping limply from it. She gestured towards the exit that led away from the warehouse. That way? She went out that door? His only answer was a slow, shallow nod. Right, got it, thanks. Head for the exit, then paused. You look pretty tired. Get some rest, alright? Still no response. There was something odd about her, but catching Clover seemed like more a priority. Turned back around and jogged out the door toward the treatment center. All of a sudden, everybody's getting... Different people are getting infected here. Back to our good room here. Huh? It's weird. Where is everybody? Assume Alice would be in the treatment center, so Clover would have gone there to find her, but the room was empty. Lynn and Temiuchi were gone too. They'd left Quark and the readout on his pod says vital signs are still good. As far as I can tell, it's still asleep. Fine, guess it's time for me to look somewhere else. Made my way out of the treatment center. Where'd everybody go? Like, seriously, where did everybody go? What the hell? What's going on here? I can't find anybody. Every single room is empty. Wait. There's one place I haven't checked. The infirmary. Alright, how bad is it? Is everybody dead or sick? Oh no. I ran into the room and stopped short. I might as well have run into a brick wall. My chest tightened so much I could barely breathe. No, what happened? Felt the whole body convulse, whether from terror or nausea. I couldn't tell. My legs went limp and I crumpled to the floor. Something sticky pressed against the palm of my hand. I looked down to see blood. A vast, warm pool of fresh blood stretched out across the room, lapping at my hands and legs. Why? This can't be real. How could... What happened to everybody? In the middle of the lake of blood, like an island of flesh, were bodies. There were blood tangled, lifeless limbs and dead eyes, with too much blood and chaos for me to tell who was who. Had they sliced themselves open or stabbed one another? Couldn't tell. All the blood. Too much blood. Whatever they'd done, it was clear what tool they used to do it. Scalpel lay on the blood next to him, its handle blade streaked with gore. This was how they had died, this tiny blade. God, this is it. It's all over. This is how it ends. That's right. I have to end it. This nightmare will finally be over. Time to wake up. My fingers scraped across the floor. They picked up the scalpel. Lifted slowly, carefully to my neck as someone were guiding my hand with theirs. Drew it across the throat. Bro. Everybody got infected with Radical 6 here. That's an actual ending. Oh my god. Roll credits. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's Clover's ending? Oh shit. Well, guess that's one way of solving that. Alright. Well, now that I can actually go that path, I could go down that path now. No, I can't go down that path. I'll go down that path. But, no, even if I do, I don't have enough codes for the bombs. So, we're going to go here, and we're going to betray. We shall betray Quark. Okay. Who is sending me a text message at this hour?
Sigma, do you remember what I said back in the other warehouse?
Just a second, guys. I gotta go see something. Stupid, text. Okay. Just want to. I have to see. Let this go into auto for a second. Okay.
Yeah. Can I, take that back? I changed my mind a little bit after talking to Tenmyoji. I think we should choose ally.
Get a text about fraud, and it's the text itself that's the fraud.
I just can't.
Alright, anyways.
You'd laugh if I did anyway.
No, skip. There we go. We are going to betray. Why? Because I can. We're out of here.
What did you choose?
You didn't see me push the
No.
button? No? Huh. Well, you know in a moment. What you want to do after that is up to you. Come with me if you want, or you can stay here.
That's
Your
as good as
choice.
saying you chose betray.
Grin and head towards the display.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the result.
Yeah. Let's see. Anyone else help out? No. We getting out of here. We getting out of here, baby.
Points, please.
What did you do, Clover?
Sorry, it wasn't me.
Sigma, huh?
Yeah.
Care to explain this, then?
I just want to get out of here. What's there to explain? It's exactly what it looks like. I'm getting out of here.
What?
Are you going with him?
When they all turned to look at Clover, I made my move. My feet pounded across the metal floor of the warehouse. I ran for the number 9 door.
Wait!
He'd have to do better than the shout if he wanted to stop me. It was closer. I was almost there. Took one nice running leap and slammed into the wall, knocking the device right in front of me. With the yell of triumph, and threw the lever down. Screw you guys! I'm going home! The door began to open. A heavy metallic grinding noise filled the room.
Shit, that son of a bitch actually did it?
His voice sounded almost surprised. I turned to face him. Sorry, but looks like this is goodbye. Don't worry. I'll go to the police as soon as I get out and come back with help. Not gonna just leave you all here to die.
Give me that shit. I know a liar when I see one.
Really? Maybe you should get your eyes checked.
Are you guys just gonna let him run off like this?
No way. I can't allow that. He took advantage of a sick kid. He's just a coward.
Agreed.
I also.
That's it. Let's get him. Ready?
Yeah.
He's toast.
Just leave it to us.
Hey now, don't do anything you'll regret. The store only opens once, you know. Stop me then. Shit. Spun backward and faced the door. There it was right in front of me. Freedom. I left for it, or at least I tried. Come on, just let me leave. It happened in the blink of an eye. Suddenly my cheek was being pressed against the cold steel floor of the warehouse. So, everybody else can leave, but I can't?
The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain.
Shit, let me go. Let me go, goddammit. Could feel something huge, heavy, metal pressed up against my back. Kid had to be holding me down. Bladed the kick, but didn't do any good. What are you doing? You're just killing yourselves. The door only opens once if I don't.
Go, Clover.
Huh?
You're the only one of us with 9 BP. Nobody else can get out.
But
this is an order from your commanding officer. You are to escape from this facility. Once you've accomplished that, call for help.
that's...
Stop complaining and go. That door closes, it's all over. None of us will get out of here alive. Leave!
The door had already begun to close. Space was narrowing quickly, but was still wide enough for a single person to make it through.
Fine. You didn't leave me much choice.
Couldn't see what happened, but I heard enough to guess. I also shoved Clover through the door. Looking up, I could see Clover's feet just beyond the doorway.
Alice! Go! Call for help. I'm counting on you.
Alice! No! I can't!
The number 9 door. This end. Thank you. As the escape, please.
Well, so much for me getting out. God only knows what they did to me there. But hey, let's go down the path that allows me to survive. Now that I'm here, like, how can Find K be safe? Wait, that's a different one. No, I was hoping about that one. 5 minutes of life. I know what I need. Can I?
What?
I'm going to be injected. But I know what I need. Come on. Allow me. Nope. I know what I need to not get that, but I guess I don't have the injection gun. It's okay. How can Phi and K be saved? Right now, we need one person. We need one person to, they need a very specific person or a bracelet to get through their door. Shit, they're not
Maybe
here.
they did go through the door, like Kay said.
Quark's bracelet?
Or
what? Oh, come on. Better not give me that. Maybe they're already dead crap. I got enough of it from Dio. Gotta be kidding me. This isn't Fight Five. If you're right, then you, Kate, Quark, and I are the only people still alive in here.
Hey, lay off. I want to believe they're alive too, but
Heard a noise and turned.
I apologize for keep.
did you get Dio?
Well, technically, yeah.
Huh?
Best you just see it. This is what I found.
What?
The hell?
I assume whoever murdered Dio did this.
Why? There's
I
no
can't
point.
say, but if I were to...
There we go. Doors are open.
Chromatic 5 minutes.
With a bracelet like this, I doubt we can...
That means Kay and I.
Oh no. Shit. You're gonna...
When the time
Yeah, they'll die.
I see. That's what they wanted. Whoever killed Dio wanted to use the game to kill me and Kay. That's why they broke the bracelet.
I think so. It makes the most sense.
How can you be so calm? In 5 minutes you're gonna be...
Go on ahead, Sig. You have those bracelets Kay gave you, right? You should be able to get through the secondary door with those. So just...
Fuck that. You know I can't just ditch you guys like
But
that.
if you stay here...
Think I don't know that? But what kind of a monster am I if I just leave you here to die? God damn it. It's bad. What was I gonna do? I needed to calm down. Just calm down. Calm down and think. There had to be a way to save them. There had.
The first is an anesthetic called Soparil Beta. The other is a muscle relaxant called Tubocurarine.
But we only have one vial. We have one vial.
Your bracelet also, if you break the rules.
But
My
I do
brother
have...
told me about that. Neostigmine is a type of cholinesterase inhibitor.
So, if we can get that, divvied out.
That means it's sort of an... I knew it!
Get back! I found it, so it's...
How are you doing, French toast, please? I am not a fan of Dio. Dio has been a thorn in my side this entire game. Of course. We have the ejection gun on this side? Somebody does, at least. The
The
antidote.
antidote.
I didn't have much time to explain. It took off running towards the exit.
Sigma, where are you going?
Stay here. I'll be right back. Bolt out of the warehouse towards the treatment room. My god, we're actually going to use the antidote for them, but not for me? If Dio is the definition of super nice for you, I hate to see what an enemy is to you. Dio, put it in his pocket. Come on, come on, come on. Please still have it. Sweat was pouring down my face, but I don't bother wipe off. There was a time. Dug frantically through Dio's coat until... Aha! Found it! Oh. There's only one dose. The injection gun uses the whole bottle at once. Shit, I can't save both of them.
1 minute.
1 minute? Shit. Spun around and shot out of the treatment center.
Three, 2. Chromatic door.
No, you gotta be kidding
Oh
me.
dear.
Sigma.
Yep, we all died. There was a sharp, quick pain in my wrist, barely even noticeable. So, currently where we are, I got Dio's ending, Clover's ending, I've got Tenmyuji's ending around here somewhere. I'm just going down this side because we just learned that the injection gun that we get from the treatment center can cure us from the can cure one of us from the muscle relaxer. Which, at first, I thought, hey, I got the one thing that I could use to survive, and I think I jumped the gun on that. Maybe once I get down through here, it'll allow me to go through here. I still don't have the password or the ID for the computer. And I still have this route to take. So. Alright. There's a sharp, quick pain in my wrist, barely even noticeable. I couldn't feel anything flowing into my veins, but I knew it was there. First would be the anesthetic Silvero. I mean, and I just got the everybody got infected ending as well. I blinked and my vision started to blur. When I tried to think, it felt my mind had been stuffed with cotton. My legs began to wobble, then gave out entirely as I crumbled to the floor. I also only know 2 bomb passwords where I am currently. Bomb number 0 and 1. Also learned that we also have a photo of June, Akane Kurashiki. So I'll try to figure out where she is involved in all this. But anyways, blinked, my vision started to blur white. Okay, my legs began to wobble. Good. Yeah, sure. Yeah, if you're one of those people. No, I couldn't fall asleep. I had to give one of them the antidote before my bracelet injected me with tuberculine. With every ounce of strength I could muster, I forced my eyes back open. Kay and Phi lay limp on the floor in front of me. In my right hand, I could feel the injector gun with its precious cargo. I could only pull the trigger once. Who was I going to choose, Phi or Kay? No, what was I thinking? There was only one answer. Phi. I didn't even have a choice. After all, Kate's entire body was covered in impenetrable metal. You have, me. You could eject yourself. Sorry, Kay. I summoned up as much energy as I could and dragged myself towards Phi. After what I felt like an eternity, I was finally within arm's reach. With no time to waste, I pressed the gun to her arm and pulled the trigger.
What the hell did you...
I inject you with neostigmine. It's a type of... Look, it will help you not die. It's the antidote for the muscle relaxant.
Why did you pick me?
Because I can't use the injection gun on K. And never get through the metal.
Then why didn't you inject yourself?
Because I'm an idiot. Guess you got a point. Honestly, didn't even cross my mind.
You're the biggest idiot on the planet.
Hey, come on. Is that any of the kind of thing to say to somebody who's about to die? How about something more tender?
No.
No, not even that.
Screw this. I don't want to live if it means being in debt to you.
Don't worry, you got about probably 5 minutes left to repay that debt.
No goddamn way. I'm not gonna...
Her words slurred and slowed and her eyes fluttered closed. She wasn't dead, of course. I could hear the faint sound of her breathing and see her chest rise and fall. Good, Phi's gonna be alright. Okay. I looked over in his direction. That was when I noticed it. Open. There's a hole in the back of your head. Yeah, it looks like you insert something. It says open, so maybe put some kind of key in there.
Open up the suit and take the mask off.
It's... Maybe I can open it. Wait, then he... But when could he have... It's empty.
Yes.
Was there something in there before?
It was empty when I found it.
Yeah, it's... Phi's like... Phi has always been on our ass. Since the beginning. What if he'd lied? Could Kay have taken the key? How'd he gotten it? It didn't really matter anymore. What did matter that Kay had been able to remove his armor. And he had. Holy shit. Then that would mean Dio's killer is... coaxed as much strength they could to increase the lethargy body and crawled toward Kay. Kay, wake up. Come on, talk to me. Grabbed his shoulder and shook him until he finally shifted and spoke.
Sigma.
Just need to know one thing. Did you kill Dio? You weren't sleeping, were you? After I left you, you took off your armor. You didn't want to go the same way I had, so you took the other door. After you went the long way around through the warehouse and the crew quarters, you headed for the elevator. Can I at least finally see him without his armor on? Come on. I bumped into Phi and we went back to the lounge to check on you. We saw you. Or we saw your armor, I guess. By then you would have been out of it. While we were in the lounge, you went to the treatment room and killed Dio. You must have turned off the oxygen to his pod, although you probably didn't stick around to make sure he died. Man, you were in a hurry to get back before Phi and I noticed something was up. Once you got back to floor A, you needed us to get out of the lounge, so you made a noise in the hall to lure us out. Then you ran around and took the long way back to allow us to get enter through the rear door. So his plan hinged on us not going through both doors. Once you were there, you put your suit on again and waited for us. As soon as you found Dio's body, we did exactly what you expected. Okay, wake up. Something's happened. Pretend to wake up, very disorientated and confused. What is it? Come on, Kay. I'm almost out of time. Did you kill Dio? Yes.
Your reasoning is correct. I killed him.
Why?
Because I couldn't forgive him. He took the life of someone very important to me. I couldn't...
Who did he kill?
The old woman.
Yes, we know he killed the old woman. Who was she to you? What?
She was like a mother to me. She showed me how to see meaning in my life.
Wait, are you
Yes,
saying?
I am. She was the woman who came here when I was 18.
Well, hold on. What do you mean here?
Sigma, unfortunately, we are out of time. There's something I have to tell you. I made a promise that you would hear it. Do you understand? This is very important. You
All right.
must pay attention.
Alright, it's going on to the page where I got the bombs, where I got everything written down. Alright, what we got?
Cannot forget.
What you got? Forget? He wasn't making sense. I was about to die. How on earth will I be remembering anything for more than a few seconds?
If you see a lion with two heads devouring the sun, remember these letters.
Okay.
M-I-L-K-E-V-O-L-I.
M-I-L-K-E-V-O-L-I.
This will open the second gate.
What the hell? Hey, Kay, who told you to tell me this? No, who are you? Show me. Show me who you really are. Grabbed a hold of Kay's mask and tore it off. What? No, that's impossible. That face. It's my face. I felt a sharp pain in my left wrist and my body collapsed unceremoniously. Second drug. Tubocurine. That would explain a few things. That would explain... That would mean that... That would... Why I bled white in one of them. I am a golem. My vision began to blur and my head felt unnaturally heavy. The world faded away and my conscience slipped down in the cold, dark waters of nothingness. Yep, that is an ending, alright. Kay's ending. Yep, that was something else. Clover's ending is the most messed up because everybody got infected. I still can't save myself? Really? Really? Well, I could go back over here. How do we stop Fi, who planted the bomb? No, I can't even do that. Can't do that, can't do that. I could do that, though. There's enough antiviral medication. But I do have... I have no idea. Kay could be the original, and I'm just a golem. So... I remember in one of the puzzles, there were designators of golems. I wonder. There's a lot that I had to go through for this. Because this was the two-headed one.
There's no one here.
I wanted to get here to go to the archives. Sign key, now let's go. Gollum Bay plug, that's not it. That wasn't it. Okay. Maybe I didn't get... Maybe I'm... No, I did not. I did not get it. Okay. Okay. Just getting rid of all these new ones. Okay. Yeah, he's hiding something big. That's all the safe stuff. Just clearing all this out. Director's office. Secret. Nunnery games. 9-door total lunar eclipse. Golem. One of the golems. It's project ID GTM CM GOLM. Last bit, which is of course golem. Okay. So golems are golem type male, Cockney model. Okay. Okay. Golem. No. Okay. Got a lot of these, but I don't. Luna's necklace. No. Laws of robotics, that's not going to help. No. I don't have what I need here. Not what I'm thinking. Because I either have the ID or the password, and I don't know which is which. So, the only place for me to go right now is to continue this way. It looks like if I ally, it's going to be a quick end. So, let's go and get these two cured. Even though we only have one viral Excelvier.
Alright, please pay attention, everyone.
We already know they're both infected. But I do have a way of duplicating it. IG, immunoglobulin.
Do you know what immunoglobulin is? It's another name for antibodies. Some people have antibodies that can fight off Radical 6.
I want one time. Can I get one of those guys to just be a red herring? IG replicator.
Replicator makes it sound like it makes copies of stuff.
Makes a copy machine.
Probably copies.
Any ideas?
Ice cream by the gallon?
Or idiot girl. How about that? That's it. I've got it. The IG replicator laboratory. It's an immunoglobulin replication machine.
What?
It can copy immunoglobulin antibodies. Luna just said Excelvier is made from antibodies. That means we can make more Excelvier.
Hold on a moment. There is a strange device in the laboratory that says IG replicator on. Clover and I examined it thoroughly when we were in that room.
Yeah, we never could figure out what it did, though.
Exactly. My question is, how do you know about it, Sigma?
I saw it when I was in the laboratory.
When was that?
Probably when you were looking for Alice, right?
No, Dio was wrong. I ain't going to the laboratory when I was looking for Alice. I didn't think I'd ever been to the laboratory. So how did I know about the IG replicator? There's a lot I could... There's a lot that we could be mad about for Clover in this game. Like the fact that she tried to seduce us It just came out of left field. Like, yes, we brought that topic up, like, before going in, but the fact that she actually did that afterwards is like, really, Alice, what are you doing? This is not you.
What he's saying is true. Then we should be able to duplicate the Excelivir.
So can you duplicate enough doses to inject everybody with it?
That would mean we could cure Alice and Quark.
Let's go have a look at the laboratory, right?
Yeah, no time to waste.
Wait, we can't leave them here all alone. Luna, do you think you'd stay behind and look after them?
Oh, of course. I'd be happy to.
Alright, then let's go. Oh, yes. God, that ending. Just her going absolutely crazy. I remember this. And I remember I didn't touch this thing once.
So this is the lab, huh?
Yes.
Where's this IG replicator thing?
Like, I didn't interact with that. I didn't interact with this.
So
See?
this can copy the Excelivir?
I think so.
What are we waiting for?
Calm down, right? Don't rush me. Carefully lower the small vial of Excelivir into the slot at the side of the machine. An empty vial already protruded from the other side. Presumably, that's where the duplicate Excelivir would go. Ready? When I push this button, it should.
Skip it. Just press the damn.
Right. And pressed. I know, right? How unlucky can you get? One is bad enough, but three? Did it work? Put a microchip on this girl. Seriously. Did it work?
Have a look. The empty vial has something in it now.
And the vial Sigma used remains as it was. It does not seem to have lost any of its contents.
It looks half full.
So, it worked?
Would have been pretty bad if it hadn't.
Alright, let's get this thing back to the infirmary. Now, can we get more vials and just get as much of this as we need? Reach down, pull both vials from the machine, intending to slip them deftly into my pocket. You dropped them?
What
Ah,
happened?
shit. Sorry, my hand slipped.
You dropped one of...
Yeah, just one, though. A microchip? You just inject one. Yeah, now we can't do it, but... Yeah, just one,
What
though.
in the heck? What if you'd broken it, you idiot?
Come on. If it had broken, then we could have just made another copy. Before Temiyuji could reply, Fi spoke.
Guys?
Surprised to hear her voice come from near my feet. It looked like down she's staring intently at something beneath the table.
You see? It did break.
No, the vial's fine. See?
She held up in one hand but didn't move her eyes.
Then what the heck is going on down there?
Take a look.
She slid back to the table quickly and silently. The rest of us bent down to look. Oh! That's where the number 2 bomb is. Okay. It's good to know. I was wondering where that thing was. Bomb?
Whoa. Really? That makes 2 then.
Guess Kay was right after all.
So there were more bombs.
So it would seem.
Was this here when you guys came through the first time?
No, it was not.
Yeah, I didn't see anything, and I looked real hard.
Then somebody must have said it while we were looking for Alice.
Who the hell would do that?
We're all looking for Alice. Could have been any one of us.
No, not any of us. I was back in the infirmary. Quark was still out, so I was keeping an eye on him.
So we shouldn't consider you a suspect, is that right?
Yeah, Quark's off the list too.
Look, I already know it's you.
But Tenmyoji, you have no proof that you spent the entire time in the infirmary, do you?
What?
You could have quietly made your way to the laboratory, planted the bomb.
That's insane. Listen to yourself. There's no way in hell I'd have left Quark all by himself to go plant a goddamn bomb.
Temiuji was still staring furiously at Kay when Clover spoke up.
Hey, what's this thing?
Turned in time to see her grab something from under the table.
It looks like a memory card.
Where was it?
Right under the bomb. It was down on the floor under the table.
Could it have been put here by the same person who set the bomb? There was nothing like it here when we examined this room.
Ah, yes. Even as his sedated state, he was just sleepwalking and setting bombs up.
Unless it was left here intentionally, yes. I imagine so.
What do you think's on?
Let's take a look. Could I see for a minute? Plucked the card and looked around the room. Nothing. Go to the infirmary. Shoot, no dice. We need to plug into something that can read memory cards, but I don't see anything here.
So what do we do?
Come on. If I knew, I'd be doing it.
10 minutes remain. All players, if no vote is recorded.
Guys, I think maybe we should get back to the top floor.
Yeah, you're right. We've got what we came here for.
What should we do about the, bomb?
Leave it for now.
Not much we can do except leave it here. Alice said it'd be dangerous to touch them.
True.
Drop it. We can talk about the bombs later. Right now, we need to take care of Alice and Quark.
Right. We'll inject them, vote, and get
Right.
out of here.
This ought to do it. It might take a little while.
Her voice was quiet as she backed away from Alice and Quark. In her hand was the ejection gun. She carefully removed the empty vial and placed it gently in the cabinet with the other one. While we were in the laboratory, Luna had moved Quark to a crude cot. They both looked peaceful as they slept. The madness I had seen in her face before was completely gone.
Are they really going to be all right?
Yes. The analysis I did on the vials confirmed that the duplicate was real Excelivir. The original was genuine too, of course. Now that they've been treated...
It's only a matter of time before the virus is eliminated.
Well, for those two, but what if you guys are showing any signs?
I believe so, yes. Oh man, what a relief. I was really worried.
Clover grinned. Yes, she did. Agreed. Give her a reassuring pat on the back.
5 minutes.
All right, everybody. We can be relieved later. Right now, we need to get to the AB rooms and fast.
Damn, don't even have time to catch our breath.
Come on, let's go. Flurry warehouse is waiting. We could use the memory card in this room. Come on. Let's think about that when we, after we vote. I know, right? Question is why? Huh? Where's Temiuji?
Oh, he stayed back in the infirmary.
What?
Why?
Well, when we were all heading out, I noticed he wasn't doing anything. So I asked him if he was coming with, and this is what I got.
I'm still worried about Quark and Alice. I think I'll stick around and make sure they're okay.
I see. That means that Phi's only opponent will be Dio.
One-on-one, huh?
Ugh,
That's cool. Nothing to worry about. I plan to choose. You know why?
because I've only got one BP.
Exactly. If you chose Ally and I betrayed you, your BP would drop below 0 and... well, we know what happens then. I want to win, but you see what I'm saying?
You are that desperate. Bullshit. We've already been through this.
Tenmyoji and Dio are a pair. Tenmyoji only had since Dio said he's going to pick it out. I can't really pick anything else. If she does, Tenmyoji...
Yeah, that's pretty much...
Kay and I are gonna be going one-on-one too, right? Since Quark's still asleep,
That is good.
I've got 6.
As do I.
This will be a tough one then.
If one of them can get the other to ally, and then betray that person, the betrayer... Look, Kay, I know you don't really have any reason to trust me, but...
I know. You would like us both to vote ally, yeah?
Yeah.
I agree. If we were to both betray, We would lose nothing either, but that's if both of us cooperate. Then we will both gain 2 points.
Right. Okay, good. You're really gonna do it?
Yes,
Promise?
promise.
I don't trust her. All day she has been
Remains
manipulative
until
and
Ambidex
lying to
game
me, man.
Closes.
But she's not my opponent, so I can't do anything about it.
Shit, this is bad. We need to move.
Indeed, shall we?
Let's go! Dio, Phi, K, and Clover took off immediately, heading to the different AB rooms. Counting from the left, Dio went to the room 3, K went to room 4, Phi and Clover went to rooms 5 and 6. That left Luna and myself. What do you think about taking the one on the far
Sounds
left?
good.
With that, we head to the AB room number 1. Here we go. How are we going to do this? How are you going to convince me to betray
30
people?
seconds remain until
It's probably a little late to say this, but you know Alice is still in the infirmary, so
You're saying we should pick Allie, right? Since Alice is going to be default to that anyway?
yes.
Okay. It's not really fair to betray somebody who isn't voting. Luna's face broke into a warm, happy smile. Not to be sad, but it was like a ray of sunshine on a cloudy day. I grinned back at her before I knew what I was doing. For a minute, the nonary game didn't seem so scary.
10 seconds. 9, 8,
Okay, never mind.
6, 5,
Luna, you're like the only good person here.
2, 1.
And I keep saying that you're 0.
Round 2 of the Ambidex game.
Let's see how we get screwed over.
Results. Thank you. Ambidex game.
Alright, how are you going to screw us over? Then I slipped out of the AB room. Alright, let's go have a look at the results.
Results, please.
Here we go. Of course. God damn! Guys! How? How? How did Alice... How? Hello? Okay, you guys are assholes. You guys are definitely assholes. And you, how are you awake?
Points have been assigned. Please check your bracelet to see your...
Well, I'm dead. What? It wasn't possible. I blinked, rubbed my eyes, and looked again. Yeah, I'm about to die. No, it's not possible. How can Alice's vote be betray? It was a question I would never know the answer to. Sharp, quick pain in my wrist, barely even noticeable. Couldn't feel anything flowing in my veins, but I knew it was there. First would be the anesthetic Soparil. Also, okay, my guy should know that... No, wait. I don't think... No, we didn't go into... I don't think we have the injector gun in this run. Or the injector gun with the antidote. I blinked and my vision started to blur. When I tried to think, I felt my mind had been stuffed with cotton. My legs began to wobble. They gave out entirely as I crumpled on the floor.
Sigma! Sigma! Hang on! Oh no! Sigma! Get up!
Sigma!
Sigma!
No, why?
My eyelids felt like they were made of lead, but I forced them open. Everything was growing blurred, but I know that the door of the second interview room was open. No one had gone in that room. I watched them all. And yet there she stood, an apparition that couldn't possibly be real. Alice. The world was gradually going black and my mouth refused to form words, but my head echoed with questions. How? Why? What was she doing there? Had she run in the last moment after Luna and I entered our room? But even if she had, why choose betray? And the darkness closed over my mind as well, and my questions were gone forever. Damn, not even going to reflect that, there was a chance of saving me. Okay, game. I see. I see how it is. That's just mean. No, none of them have opened up just yet. Which is sad because it's like I could easily. Who planted the bomb? Who planted the bomb? I know who planted the bomb, but the game doesn't know that I know. Even though I've gotten his ending, we know that he is responsible. We know that Fi knows at some point. Alright, time to betray. Because, yeah, somehow Alice managed this.
Until Ambidex's game.
It's probably a little late to say this, but...
Yeah. Sorry, I have to betray for my own life's sake. At least with Dio, I know I'm getting screwed over, at least. Lou and I stepped out of the AB room.
Why? What happened to... It's not fair to betray someone who isn't voting. I thought...
There was nothing I could think of to say. Even I didn't really understand why I picked betray instead. It almost felt unconscious, like some other part of my mind was making the decision. Imagine if this was your first decision of the two. Perhaps I've been possessed by some sort of evil spirit that moved my finger to the betray button against my will. Or perhaps we know what's about to hit us. Right, well, we should go see the results.
We already know what they are. It's just simple math.
You sure? The look in her eyes was more painful than any punch I'd ever taken. I turned away and almost ran towards the projector. Anything to get away from those eyes.
Results from round, please.
Betray, betray. Betray, betray. You all suck. Look at that. We all betrayed. We all backstabbing bitches. Oh my god.
Points have been please check.
What? It wasn't possible. I blinked, rubbed my eyes, and looked again. Yeah? No, how could Alice's vote be betray? That's not possible. Alice? She was standing inside the second room from the left. The room that should have been empty. Why? My mind was reeling. Where did she come from? As we were trying to form a sentence, she began to move towards us. From around me, I heard a chorus of muted gasps. It seemed we were united in our surprise and confusion. Alice drew to a stop in front of me and glanced up at the display.
Thought you'd get an easy couple points, huh? Not so easy when you have to look your victim in the eye, is it? Coward.
Coward? Bitch, you killed me in a previous life. Yeah. Me a coward? You got some balls saying that to me after you picked betray. Why are you even here?
You gave me the antivirus, didn't you? Tenmyoji told me. Thank you. I mean that from the bottom of my heart, honestly.
But you should still be under the effects of the anesthetic.
Yes, well, I still am. A bit. I have a throbbing headache, and I can barely stand. It's horrible. I'm more resistant to anesthetics than most people. A result of my training.
Uh-huh.
I have a feeling Zero seen.
Although I can confirm that some people are resistant to knockout drugs. When they were taking out my wisdom teeth, we had to go through several. We had to go through a few bags of knockout drugs to keep me out as they removed my wisdom teeth. Because I kept fighting it. And Ambien only works like maybe a quarter of the time on me. So 3/4 of the time I am absolutely drugged up, but not sleeping. I have a feeling Zero Senior did that.
They gave me way more than the standard dose of that gas when they kidnapped me. In any event, a few minutes ago I woke up in the infirmary. Tenmyoji explained what was going on, and I got here as fast as I could.
So you showed up right after we got in the AB room?
Yes, right in the nick of time, too. About 10 seconds before the deadline, as I recall.
You did that just so you could betray us?
Right. What? Don't I get to do that? I mean, it turned out to be the right thing to do, didn't it?
Lady! I would have died if I chose ally.
You two chose betray. If I'd stayed back there, I'd have lost 2 points.
You would have lived.
So you're saying it was self-defense?
Yes.
You're full of shit. Self-defense my ass. Chose betray because you wanted out. You have 6. If I picked ally, you would have had 9. That's what you were trying to do, right?
So what if I was?
Are you serious? You would have killed me. Look, I only have 1 BP. You were this close to murdering me. Just admit it. You were planning to kill me so you could escape.
Don't be stupid.
We know it's the truth, Alice.
I knew you'd choose betray. There was...
Tell the truth.
That is the truth. Why am I the only one getting the 3rd degree here? Look at those results. 2 other people just tried to kill someone.
Yeah. Fine deal.
Yes, if Dia had chosen ally, Fi would have killed Tenmyoji. And if she'd chosen ally, Dia would have killed her.
Well, Tenmyuji is in the infirmary still, unless he walked out with her, but he didn't. So Dio definitely going to betray everybody.
I don't want to be rude, but it looks like Clover and Kay tried to trick one another. Not that it seems to have worked.
Nobody gained or
If
lost
either
any
one had
points.
chosen ally, the other one would have 9 BP right now.
I turned to look at the results again. Before I'd only been looking at my own. I didn't realize there was only one word all across the roster. Betray! Whatever trust we managed to build had fallen apart. Everyone was suspicious of everyone else. Had it been the bombs? Or had it been something else? Whatever the reason, if it kept up, we'd never manage to escape. We'd be trapped in a cycle of 0-point rounds for the rest of our lives. Something had to be done. I closed my eyes and took a deep breath. Alright guys, pay attention. Probably already have this all figured out, but we can't keep going like this. If we don't start being a little more trusting, we're never going to get out of here. We need to work together. Might as well have been talking to a wall.
My apologies, Sigma, but I need to think on something for a bit. I would appreciate being left alone.
Okay.
I'll be leaving too. Things are getting a little too intense here for my delicate constitution.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Gonna play another bomb, I swear.
Sorry.
Deal.
Well, in that case...
You too, Fi?
Yeah, sorry.
Without another word, she turned around and left the warehouse. Dio and Kay quickly followed suit.
See? There's your answer. In the end, everyone's just thinking about themselves. So I would appreciate it if you could not treat me like I'm the only villain here. Come on, Clover. Let's go.
Hold on! I'm coming! Are you feeling okay? I was really worried, you know?
I watched them walk away, Clover practically jumping with delight to have Alice back. Before long, they reached the yellow door and disappeared beyond it.
Everyone's gone.
You aren't going to leave too?
No,
Are you sure? I chose
I
betray.
know, but I still believe in you, Sigma. I think your hand must have just slipped or something.
Ah, yes, that.
Right?
My chest hurt when I blinked. I felt something hot and wet prick the corners of my eyes. Luna, I bit my lip. Before I could think of anything to say, the metallic rumble of the doors closed the echo through the warehouse.
The Ambidex Gate. Round 3. Star Key. There is no set. The Ambidex Gate.
But everybody's alive this time! My god! What a concept. Everybody alive for this, finally. As many times as we want, huh?
Yes, as long as we have the star keys, that means we can keep playing the AB game over and over, too. Sigma? Could you show me your bracelet? Do you
Why?
remember what Zero Jr. said?
As soon as the gates close, you're prepared solo.
Alright. Yeah, remember. Oh, let's see here. I am a cyan pair. What about you?
I'm a magenta pair.
Wonder what the others are.
Anything, I suppose. We won't know until we have a look.
We got about 80 minutes until the next set of chromatic doors. So what should we do now?
Else has gone off on their own.
Yeah, physically and emotionally. Really don't know how this is going. Won't matter how many times we repeat the AB game if nobody trusts anybody else. We'll never be able to get out of
Maybe
here.
it would help if we all had a common goal, something to unite our hearts and minds.
If we had equal points again, that would work. Yeah, but we already got something like that. We all want to get out of here. That seemed to be a pretty clear goal to me, but everybody chose betray. Including me.
Well, what if we have an enemy?
An enemy?
A common foe.
Dio! Screw that guy.
Like the person who set the bombs, for instance.
For coming back from the lab, I told her about the bomb while she gave Alice and Quark the accelerometer. Yeah, that might work. We could figure out which one of us planted those bombs, and everyone else would work together against them.
Right.
But how do we figure out who it is?
Well, do you have any clues?
Clues. That's right, the memory card. Pulled it out of my pocket and held it toward her.
What's this?
Told you, a memory card. It was under the bomb we found in the lab. I think whoever set the bomb dropped it. Yeah. I don't know what's on it, though. We couldn't find any memory card reader.
I guess we can't really use it then. Oh, wait a sec. You know what? I think I might have seen something. Yes, I remember. The infirmary. I saw
Thank you.
I was searching the infirmary with Dio and Quark. There was a memory card just like that one.
Then.
Yes, I think we can see what's on it. The computer there should be able to read it.
Thank you, Luna. Because apparently Siggy just can't remember this. That we've done this like twice already. Luna and I exploded in the infirmary, nearly running to Alice, Clover, and Temiuji. Quark was there as well, of course, but he was just as we left him, asleep on the bed.
What are you doing here?
I opened my mouth to retort, then thought better of it. If I really wanted people to start trusting each other, well, real change starts at home. As quickly as I could, I explained the second bomb in the memory card and how we'd come to the infirmary in hopes that we could discover the contents of the ladder.
Okay.
Then stick it in already.
Calm down, Clover.
Go ahead.
Right. Jesus Christ, Clover. Just as Luna had said, there was a small slot under the screen, exactly the right size to fit a memory card. Within moments, the screen was filled with what appeared to be random letters. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no, I don't have time to do ciphers. Oh no, no! What is this?
6 rows, 22 letters each.
It looks like the odd rows use one set of letters, and the even rows use another set. In other words, the first 2 rows just repeat. Yeah.
Is this some kind of code or something?
It doesn't look random to me. I think there might be a pattern. I just don't know what it is.
Was there anything else on there? No, it doesn't look like it.
So all we got is this gibberish? Hey Alice, you haven't said anything for a while. What's
Does
up?
any of this look familiar to you, Clover?
What do you mean?
Have you seen something like this before? Maybe during your training?
Training?
This is...
So you do recognize it.
All right, knock it off, you two. How about you share it with the rest of the class?
Alice sighed and stretched her neck from side to side.
I believe this is an encoded message from a terrorist organization.
What?
They call themselves the Myrmidons.
Yep. Myrmidons. For some reason I felt like I heard that name before.
What are the Myrmidons?
Put simply, they're a bunch of thugs who are trying to destroy or dismantle most of human civilization.
So this thing we're looking at, you think it's theirs?
Well, they have a number of different codes, but I do think this is one of them.
Then the bomb? It was set by one of the Myrmidons, wasn't it?
Yes. Well, I can't say for sure, of course, but it seems likely.
Damn, I've got a ton of questions for you. But let me start with this one. What the heck does this thing say?
I don't know.
What?
How am I supposed to decode it? I don't have the key. Without a key, it would take literally hundreds of years to decode.
What about you, Clover?
Well, if Alice doesn't know how, I sure don't.
See.
Not much we could do then. We could come back to the code stuff later. I got another question. Alice Clover, who the hell are you? What do you know about this code?
That's...
You told me your job was to eliminate enemies of the state or something like that. Just what the hell kind of job is that? I think it's time you tell us what you do.
Sorry, but I can't.
Why
Because
not?
you might be one of them. You might be the person who set the bomb.
That's idiotic. Of course I'm not.
Really? And where's your proof? For all I know, you're my enemy. I can't tell you anything.
I'm not your enemy. I'm your ally. Your friend. Just want us to get out of here. Just please tell us. Please. We need to find out who did this so we can all escape. But we have too little information. We need your help. Fine. If you won't tell us about yourself, then tell us about the Myrmidons. What else do you know about them?
I'm sorry.
Before I could blink, she leapt up and ran out of the room. Hey, wait, Alice. Took off after her.
How long are you going to keep following me?
Until you tell me what you know.
Then why don't you just ask Clover?
Clover?
You already know she works with me.
Oh,
Then
yeah.
why don't you...
I wanted to hear it from you.
Why?
That's a good question. Remember the crew's quarters or this garden? We got paired up for 2 separate rounds. That means I've spent more time with you than anybody else here. Maybe that's it. Guess I'm curious.
What are you talking about?
Oh my god. I didn't mean I was actually curious about you romantically. She spun around to hide it, but I caught a blush of red on her cheeks. We walked down the path to where it stood next to the pond. I stayed silent. Alice sat down on the bench. We gazed at the smooth surface of the pond for several long minutes before she began to speak.
You don't hate me?
What? Why?
I tried to kill you.
Actually, I am a bit upset about that, but... You mean in the AB game?
Yes. I was so scared. Who wouldn't be? Kidnapped and locked up, forced to play some sort of bizarre game, and then we found that bomb. I know I probably sounded calm, but as soon as we found that thing, all I wanted to do was run away from it as fast as I could. Things just went downhill from there.
What do you mean?
I remember hearing that Quark had collapsed and running to the infirmary with everyone else. When I got there, I realized I couldn't understand what anyone was saying.
Oh yes, this story is absolutely insane. Let's see here. One of my endings today, everybody got infected. Another ending, I just died. She betrayed me, and then I betrayed her, and now she's spilling her guts here. We're just going all over the place. But I'm on the side where I've cured the infection, and I have a few ciphers for the bombs.
And everything looked...
Absolutely insane.
I don't know how to describe it. It was like watching a video on fast forward, only it was real. Then I started to feel like... It's hard to explain. I guess you could say I didn't feel like I was myself, and it only got worse.
You were also sick. That was probably the Radical Six.
Yes, I think so. I don't remember much after that, but when I woke up in the infirmary, suddenly all that fear was back. So all I could think about was getting out of this place as fast as I could. It never even crossed my mind that it could kill you. God help me, even if it had, I don't think I would have cared. See? I'm horrible. You hate me, don't you? Just do it!
Do what?
Get it over with!
What? I'm not going to kill you. I don't even hate you. I'm just trying to make sure we all get out of here alive somehow.
You're lying. I could have killed you. I would have killed you.
Come on. No one's killing anyone. A single tear rolled down Alice's cheek. Then another and another, leaving shining lines across her face. When I reached out, I saw her tense just slightly. Slowly, I brushed my thumb across her cheek and off, taking her tears with it.
Why are you doing this? You know, you kind of remind me of my father.
That's who you're after, right? The people who killed your dad?
Yes.
Did they have anything to do with the Myrmidons?
Will you promise not to tell Clover that I cried?
Only if you promise to tell me everything here. Come on.
Keep your mouth shut. I'll tell you what you want to know. About myself. And about the Myrmidons. Deal?
Finally, we're getting somewhere on this. Sure, my lips are sealed.
Really?
What, crying? I don't remember any crying.
All right, then.
Alice took a deep breath and began. My father is Egyptian, but my mother is French. They met while my mother was in Egypt on vacation and married shortly thereafter. When I was 3, we all moved to the US. My father was a scientist and his field was cloning. He was recruited by an American lab, which is why we moved. Both of my parents had used English around me from the time I was born, so I didn't have problems adapting to life in the United States. By my 9th birthday, we'd been there for 6 years. That was when it happened. In the middle of the day, my mother showed up at school. Her eyes were red and puffy, but she didn't say anything to me on the drive home. When we arrived, there were several policemen there to meet us. Father had always been a very punctual man, and when dinner time came and went with no sign of him, even I began to realize something terrible had happened. It wasn't until several years later that I finally learned the truth. My father's life had been attacked by terrorists, and he had been kidnapped. For the rest of my childhood, my mother raised me by herself. I didn't realize it then, but it must have been incredibly difficult for her, as a single mother alone in a country where any relatives were transatlantic flights away. She did her best not to let me see it, but every so often when she thought she was alone, the mask would fall away, and in every line of her face I could see exhaustion and loneliness. As much as I missed my father, it was those moments that made me wish more than anything that he'd never been taken. Fortunately, I was an excellent student and did especially well in math. I earned a full ride scholarship straight out of high school and spent the next several years studying. After graduation, I took a job with the Department of Defense, hoping that they might have the resources to help me look for my father. I was immediately assigned to the Special Office of Internal Security. Their purpose is to investigate and sometimes deal with terrorist organizations and other serious threats to the state. I could tell my mother wasn't happy about my decision, but she chose to remain silent about it. Eventually, I learned that the terrorist organization that had taken my father was none other than the Myrmidons, although at the time the name didn't mean anything to me. They were suspected of human cloning. Specifically, it was thought that they had been using cloning techniques to copy their most useful members and expand their ranks, which Dio is one of them. The Myrmidons apparently believed that they could use cloning to create a new race of humans. Now at last I knew the reason for my father's abduction. The commander of the Myrmidons is a man named Left. We knew his name and his gender, but not his appearance or his age. The Myrmidons closely associated with a cult known as Free the Soul. We believe that Free the Soul provides our funding, but trying to pin any kind of misdeeds on the cult leader as a man named Brother is like trying to nail Jello to a wall. Brother is supposed to be fairly advanced in years, and rumors that he's so old he can't even get out of bed. Unfortunately, his mind seems to be as sharp as ever. At that point, I hit a wall. I knew the Myrmidons had been behind my father's kidnapping, but that was all I could learn about them. Then one day, I got a tip that some of them were hiding in a building in Nevada desert. So the terrorists potentially were... I headed out immediately. On the way there, my car had some engine trouble and stalled out. I was trying there to decide what to do when an SUV appeared out of nowhere. I'll give you one guess who was behind the steering wheel. Clover. That was the first time we met. There were 4 other people in the car with her, and when I asked them what they were doing, I got what was just about the last answer I expected. They told me they'd been locked up inside this very building I'd been on my way to investigate, and they were currently in the pursuit of the people who had kidnapped them in the first place. My priorities shifted very quickly. After a short discussion, I convinced them to allow me to come along. My hope was to find the people they were chasing, who was certain were Myrmidons. They weren't, but hey, nice try. In the end, we were unable to track them down. In fact, I still don't know where they might have gone. Eventually, I took Clover and her companions to the SOS headquarters. We have decided that involving the police would only complicate things. After some questioning, it was determined that the people who had instigated this particular event were not connected to the Myrmidons. We did not, however, discover that the mysterious disappearance and subsequent reappearance of several children 9 years prior was connected to Free the Soul. There was also a 6th person in the SUV, although they weren't riding in it, per se. Are they talking about Ace? A middle-aged man who would just call H for now had been bound and placed in the trunk. Yep, that would be Ace. According to the other 4, he had been behind the disappearance of the children 9 years earlier. We also learned that his pharmaceutical company, a major player of the world stage, was effectively controlled by Free the Soul. More specifically, I suppose, H was a member of the Free the Soul and very committed to their cause. So why had he kidnapped all those children? Apparently, been part of an experiment destined to test the ability of certain people access to what's called the morphogenetic field. I don't imagine you've ever heard of it before, so I'll try and give you a quick rundown. We already went through this with Clover. Simply put, these people can access a sort of field that allows their consciousness to resonate with the consciousness of certain other people. To be honest, it might be similar to just call it telepathy. The SOIS had heard this particular ability before and had actually used it in a number of investigations, so I wasn't surprised to learn of its existence. I'm shocked, however, to learn that these experiments would be carried out by a member of Free the Soul. Whew. If that's the case, then Brother must have known about it. The thought of him discovering a way to control and harness that power was terrifying. It wasn't too long after the incident in Nevada that another tip about the Myrmidons crossed my desk. This time it claimed the Myrmidons intended to launch a large-scale biological terrorist attack. Why don't you wear this for your while you're out there investigating? You don't stick out as much, Alice. My bosses decided that we needed more agents to deal with a threat of that magnitude, and Clover was recruited. Because she'd been a test subject to Agent's experiment, we knew that she had the ability to access morphogenetic field, and we wanted to put that ability to use. After several months of training, she was sent on her first mission. She would be tasked with the infiltration and investigation of a Myrmidon cloning lab. I was assigned to be her commanding officer. I hoped that her investigation might also give me a lead on my father's whereabouts. At least I had a chance to find out what had happened to him. I wouldn't let that chance pass me by. Perhaps that was what kept me from noticing the truth. The whole operation was a trap. The lab was fake, and Clover was captured almost immediately. Got there as fast as I could, but when I arrived, the building was only an empty shell. All of their conspirators who had pretended to be researchers and the like had already fled. I searched frantically for Clover until at last in the basement I found her. She had been tied to a chair, but on the floor next to her was another body. It was my father. Hey, Clover, you did not tell me that somebody died next to you. He looked as if he's been dumped there, and when I got him, his body was already cold. He was covered in dark, ugly bruises. It wasn't until later that I learned that he died from ruptured organs and internal bleeding. They had beaten him to death. As soon as Clover had been captured, a Myrmidon en masse had come to visit her. He said that unless she wanted to end up like my father, she would leave them alone and tell her masters at the SOIS to do likewise. In retrospect, they must have known who I was and who my father was. That's why they killed him. Perhaps they thought that they were sending a message to me. Or that once he was gone, I'd lose my reason for chasing them. They were very, very wrong. I took Clover with me and left. Tried to console myself with the fact that I had at least been able to save her. Sorry. Sometime later, I received a call from a coroner. He told me there was something I needed to see. There in the morgue was a father, cold and pale on a steel table. I could barely stand to look at him, but the coroner insisted. On his arm were 2 rows of numbers, comprised of 8s and 9s. It took me a moment to recognize my father's handwriting. He had carved them into his own skin. On his chest was another message, but they were letters this time, not numbers. Not many, just enough to make a short sentence. I love you, Alice. Okay. Broke down crying right there in the morgue. They were the first tears I'd shed since the operation had started, and there was no stopping them. There would be no forgiveness. Not for the monsters who put my father through this. They'd destroy my family. I'd make them pay, even if I had to die to do it. That night, I made a promise to myself. I would avenge my father. It didn't take long to figure out the numbers he'd written. There were latitude and longitude. They pointed to a chemical factory that had been disguised as an abandoned building. Further investigation revealed that the mother lode we'd been looking for, the headquarters of the Myrmidons. I think my father must have known how things would turn out. Knowing he was going to die, he'd written the directions to our enemy's fortress on his own body. He'd sacrificed too much for me to waste this opportunity with recklessness. This time our operation would succeed. This time, I wouldn't let my excitement put Clover or any of my other agents in danger. So we took their time, gathered our information, we did our research, and we planned. Finally, we were ready. And then you got kidnapped. December 25th was going to be the day we finally set foot inside the Myrmidon stronghold, which was the same day that a planned attack was going to happen. And then Zero came. Let's put a stop to that. But then on the 22nd, only 3 days before the operation was scheduled to begin, a man in a gas mask appeared. So you inhaled that gas, passed out, and woke up here in the AB room?
Yes. Well, there it is. Everything that's happened with the Myrmidons and me.
Well, that at least explains that little plot hole as to who the hell you were from the ending of the first game. It's good to finally get closure on something like that. Oh my god.
I left a few of the details out, of course, but you get the idea.
Yeah, thanks. She gave me a sad sort of smile and stood up.
We should go back.
Yeah, not yet. Your story explained a lot, but there's still one big question.
Which is?
Who here is a Myrmidon? One of us planted the bombs. And based off the code we found, it's pretty clear that person is a Myrmidon.
Yes.
Right? And I agree that we need to figure out who they
What
are.
do you propose we do?
Well, that's what I want to ask you about. Do you have any clues?
Clues? Well, if I could decrypt that code, it might tell us something, but...
How can we do that?
I told you, we need a key. Without that, it's pointless.
What's the key?
A key is a key. It allows you to sort of unlock a code. Myrmidons usually use this huge string of numbers as a key.
Wait, a long string of numbers? Could that be... Ah, crap. Yep, we got it. 78153. You know what? Maybe I don't need to, I wonder. Gonna save. Let's see here. Flow. Ah, yes. I would have had to have known it to get to this point, so I don't think I need to repeat it.
What the hell?
I was almost as surprised as she was. The numbers just kind of appeared in my mind. I was saying them before I knew what I was doing. Alice looked at me incredulously and stared back.
Wait, can you say that again?
Yeah. What up?
That's 198,449,351 to the third power.
Okay, I don't even know how you even put that in your mind. Holy crap. What?
That number you just told, prime factor decomposition on that number gets you 198,449,351 to the third power.
You're talking about reducing an integer to a series of prime numbers that you can multiply together, right? 30, then you get 2 times 3 to 5,
exactly.
right?
You probably learned that in junior high, right?
So you're saying that is a prime. You're going to multiply it 3 times, you get that?
Yes.
Don't tell me you just did all that in your head.
I did do all of that in my head. Simple mental arithmetic.
No way! Yeah, I call bullshit on that.
I told you, I'm better at math than most people.
That's not better at math.
Look at you.
That's a goddamn
You
computer.
just decided a huge string of numbers. That seems pretty astounding, too.
Touche.
Where did you find that number anyway?
In a different multiverse. I didn't know what to say. What would I tell her if that just came to me?
Can't tell me, huh? Fine. I'm pretty sure that's the key to the code, though. I know the Myrmidons use prime factors for their keys, and there aren't a lot of 25-digit numbers that turn out to be the third power of a prime number. I think there's a very good chance that number you memorized was specifically created by someone.
Can you explain that with small words?
Look at the prime factors of your number. 198,449,351 to the third power. I think that's our hint for cracking the code. You still don't get it. Try to remember the code we saw in the infirmary. What did it say on the monitor?
Yeah.
On the second row?
Yeah. Then they just repeat.
Wow, you've got a pretty impressive memory.
Apparently.
We could really use someone like you back at the...
Well, keep going. How do we decode that?
198,449,351 to point you to the right letters.
How do we do that?
Well, the first number is 1, so take the first letter. The next number is 9, so go 9 letters over from the first one. Then 8 from that one. Just keep going until
Okay.
you get something. Make sense?
Ran over what she said in my head. Prime number house she gave me was 1984. Okay. We picked out letters like she explained. The first letter was C. Then it would be O. Then 8 more to the right. Eventually we get a word. And the word was... No! No! No, 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 no. Game. Okay. I gotta turn the light on for this. Okay. Fail and the game is over. Alright, game. I hate you. Okay. So, I gotta write the number down. That way I can check mark what I got. 351. Okay. Coaching won't be displayed when you input your answer, so it would be wise to solve it now. Of course. So, remember, the key is that closing this window will take you to the input screen. I hate you. Okay, so. Okay, so we got C. O. 6, 7, 8. 4. 4. 4. 9. 3. Is it complete? Completed? 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's completed. That is the word I have. I have completed. There we go. All right. As long as I have a key to a cipher, I can decode a lot of things. In fact, you know, I hung around with a lot of intelligence people that actually did ciphers for a living. They enjoyed the hell out of it. But yeah. I mean, I was always eyes in the sky type of intelligence, but hey. Did it. Completed. That's it. That's the answer.
Completed? Are you sure?
Yeah. I did exactly what you told me to do, and the word I got is completed. Well, actually, it's completed, completed, completed. The code and letters repeat every 2 lines. Just repeats.
Well, I can't remember the code like you can, but if you're certain, I believe you. All right,
Definitely
then.
certain.
I wonder what completed is supposed to mean now.
What? Aside from the obvious, you mean? Guess it means mission complete. So that's what the transmitter was for. It's trying to tell him, hey, we're done.
What are you talking about? What transmitter?
Barely even heard her. Suddenly my mind was full of memories I hadn't been there for a moment before. It was like a wave had washed away the sand, revealing a bed of precious gems underneath. I don't know, some of these I still haven't... I don't think I've really gotten into. But I still only know 2 of the bombs.
Holy Father, Holy Brother, Holy Master, my sacred mission is at last complete. These 2 hands, mankind is saved. I am your will made flesh. In your name, I give thanks.
Thank you, Dio, you asshole. Damn it. Why hadn't I realized it before? I could remember a series of numbers, but not this? At least I remembered it now. Dio was a member of the Myrmidons. And not just any member, he was their leader. That means he had to be the one who planted the bombs. It didn't change the flow just yet.
Hey, are you listening?
Yeah.
Answer my... What the hell was that? What's this about a transmitter?
Didn't trust myself to try to explain it to her. More than likely, she'd just think it was insane. Even I could barely make sense of the sudden influx of new information. Still didn't do it just yet.
Wait. Don't tell me you're one of the Myrmidons.
If I was, you really think I'd reveal myself like this?
Point.
I don't know where Clover appeared.
Oh, I've been looking all... We're all down in
Just still got 45 minutes until the white door's
I
open.
know that.
Oh, okay. Hey, wait a minute. Thought UK and Clover, UK and Quark didn't know about the white doors.
Tenmyoji told us about them. He said he'd show us where they were. So we all...
I'm assuming you left Quark with Luna?
Yeah, anyway. When we showed up, Phi and Kay were already there. Well, all of a sudden, Phi, Tenmyoji, and Dio all started yelling at each other.
Why?
What?
Did something happen?
According to Clover, last AV game had been the cause of their fight. Yeah. Even though Tenmyoji only had one BP, Phi had chosen Betray. They started a fight since Dio had pressed Betray on behalf of his team. Eventually, he got dragged in too.
That seems odd. Phi only had one BP too.
Ugh, just come with me. Kay's trying to calm them down, but there's only one of him.
Okay. How you doing, Sabas? I've been solving some fun puzzles today. Completely given up on one of them. Thank God it was an optional puzzle.
Coming.
So. And we are just blazing through certain checkpoints in this game. Finally. We're almost done with this game. All four of them were still there when we arrived. They seemed to have calmed down a bit, but the tension in the air was almost visible. Felt like I'd stepped in a room full of flammable gas. Even the smallest spark could turn the whole place to a raging inferno. Eventually, Kay, usually so calm and collected, was standing ramrod straight with his hand balled into a fist at his side. I looked at Alice, pursed my lips, and then headed over to the angry knot of people occupying most of the room. Right now, we're here on the flow. We had just cured both Alice and Quark. We allied and got killed. Now we betrayed, and we solved the cipher that Dio had on his transmitter from his ending. We also got Tenmyoji's ending, where we learned about how good of a grandfather he is for Quark, and we saw everybody kill themselves because they were infected with the virus in Clover's ending. That was a little weird. But yeah, I've been pretty busy today. But yeah, we're going down here. I can't wait for these two to open up. This one to open up finally, even though I should know how to solve that one. I have either, for this one, I have either the ID or the password, and I don't know which. But I don't have the other one to know what I'm going to do. So, we're going down the only path I know I can get to. Clover told me what's going on. This whole thing is stupid. You need to knock it off.
What about this is... We're talking about my life, you self-righteous dick.
I know, but yelling at each other is going to solve your problem. Best thing for us to do right now is to trust each other and get through this. Would you agree?
Hard to trust someone who tried to kill me.
Same to you. I told you letting Dio vote was a stupid idea. What did you think he was gonna do? You might as well have pressed the button yourself.
I couldn't just leave Quark alone.
Clover's ending was weird. I figured there was going to be at least one, ending where everybody got infected. The fact that it was Clover's ending, out of all of them.
That's no excuse. And where do you get off telling me I shouldn't have picked Betray? Did you even think that through? What, I was supposed to pick Ally? If I'd done that, I'd be dead right now.
I could say the same thing to you. Damn good thing Dio didn't choose Ally.
Please, that's enough from both of you. Sigma's right. This isn't the time to be bickering with each other.
Oh, you don't get to talk. You tried to betray Clover and his...
Perhaps. But I think that's better than merely killing someone.
Well, I only did it so that she wouldn't kill Tenmyoji.
Okay, so right now, after I did the Clover ending, yeah, sorry. We are all the way over here. Did Dio's ending. Sorry. Ah, God damn it. Enough already. I roared with fury, my voice echoed and rebounded off the walls of the warehouse. Everyone fell silent. I didn't know how long that silence would last, so I decided to put it all on the table, lay it all on the line. There's only one way I was going to be able to take control of the situation. Guys, listen to me. We really don't have time for this. So, he did say that. The issue being is the only thing I have written down definitively is MILKEVOLI. And that was from the director's room, and that said that would be for the two-headed lion. So if that's the password, then I don't have the ID. Or if that's the ID, I don't have the password. It's one of those. So I just wrote down on my notebook on my important stuff next to bombs, two-headed computer, and that's one of them. One of the words. All right, we really don't have time for this. I was met with a number of glares by Soldier Don. See, the thing is, I figured out who planted the bombs.
What? Is this what you were talking about earlier?
Sort of, yeah. I know which one of you it is.
Well, spit it out then.
MILKEVOLI. Honestly, I could have miswrote it. It could be an ALI. Got that from the director's room when I was getting to Temioji's ending.
Please, explain what's going on here.
I don't think I need to. They're going to admit their guilt in just a few minutes.
What?
You're all going to hear it straight from the horse's mouth. Or I guess I should say Dio's mouth. Did that open up the rest of the flows? It did not just yet. Damn it.
What are you on? You think I set those bombs?
Yes, I do.
Hey, if you're gonna accuse me, you better have some pretty damn good evidence, pal.
I'm not accusing you. Yes, I do have Bomb 0. I have Bomb 1 as well. So I got Bomb 0, Bomb 1. One of the things I need for the two-headed computer. And that's it so far. I'm not accusing you, I'm just stating the fact.
Oh yeah? Where the hell did you get that fact?
Fun as it was, I knew taunting alone wouldn't be enough to make Dio confess. He just played dumb, he was good at it, and I get nothing. That meant I was going to have to trick him. Well, you see, I'm actually from Free the Soul.
Free the Soul? What's that? Some kind of hippie shoe company?
Don't play dumb, Dio. Yeah, don't worry, I've got a page of important shit I should know. Or should I call you Left? Brother ordered me to come here to keep an eye on you. It was quick, but for just a moment I saw his eyes twitch. I leapt on that moment of weakness like a hungry dog on a steak. Fine. Skepticism is understandable. Admirable, even. But perhaps this will convince you. I pressed forward, pulling out every fact I could remember. I told Dio about Brother's background and how his younger brother Left had been murdered. I mentioned casually that the Myrmidons were all clones of a single person. So, still not convinced? How about this? Yeah, That number. Do a little prime factor decomposition on that, and you'll get, that number to the third power. If I'm not who I say I am, how on earth could I possibly know that?
What? No, that's not possible.
Finally. So, let's start over, shall we? I was sent here to watch your every move. Seems our wise and noble brother doesn't trust you. He suspects betrayal.
No! You're lying!
I assure you I'm not. But if you don't believe me, then why don't you go outside and call him yourself with your transmitter?
No! No! You have to be lying! Brother trusts me! That's why he chose me for this mission! Why would he make me the leader of the Myrmidons if he...
Ha ha ha! Huh, sorry, what was that?
Said, why would he have made me the leader of the Myrmidons if...
I grinned.
Wait. What the hell? Are you fucking kidding me?
Sorry, Dio. I've never even seen Brother.
What the hell was all that? How did you know all those things?
I don't know. Maybe I was divinely inspired.
Give me that shit!
What's going on?
What are these Myrmidons?
Dio and I stared at one another while Clover and Timiyuji quickly explained to Fighting K about the memory card and the number 2 bomb, and about the code we found that was from the terrorist organization called the Myrmidons.
So you mean to say someone from the Myrmidons planted the bombs?
And Dio pretty much just admitted to doing it?
Yeah.
Bastards. I'll never forgive you.
Oh, don't worry, Sabas. I mean, it happens. I just hope that, everything, I can actually write down everything else, because I still need 2 bombs, and I still need the other half of the 2-headed PC. I heard a low, furious muttering behind me and turned to see Alice, her lips pulled back into a snarl.
I am going to kill you!
Her voice rose to a scream as she charged towards Dio. He ducked out of the way smoothly and pulled something from his pocket.
Whoa there. I like my women a little feisty. You're taking it a little too far, sweetheart. Tone it down.
Look, Dio, let's be cool here. No need to blow everything up.
What?
You see this? You know what it is, don't you?
Oh my god. Is that the detonator?
Exactly. And I assume you know what happens if I press this button?
Yeah, we're gonna be blown sky high.
Yes. I think I do. I'm guessing it'll set off both of the bombs.
Well, I wouldn't say both.
You mean there's still a number 1 bomb we haven't found?
Correct. And there's one more, too.
No. There are 4 bombs?
Exact. I planted 4 bombs. They're the ones numbered 1, 2, and 3. But there's also one more. Bomb number 0. Add all that up, and you're looking at about 4 tons of explosive power. Those go off, and it's all over. That's enough oomph to turn this whole place into a...
Aren't you forgetting something?
That'd kill you too.
So, I'm ready for that. I've got spares.
Spares for days, baby.
Spares? Is that what Sigma was talking about?
Yeah. Clones.
I heard Alice whisper something to Clover.
Let's go, Clover. Show him all that training wasn't...
Huh?
Before I had a chance to ask them what was going on, they moved.
Die, you bastard! Yeah!
She roared and leapt toward Dio, Clover following just behind. Alice threw a punch at Dio's face as he dodged. Clover spun from up behind. God damn. Can't we just get, like, a little cinematic of it? Come on. Dio grunted and turned to focus on Alice, but Clover darted and snatched the detonator from his hand.
Clover, get him! Right!
Sigma, catch!
Huh? Before I could respond, Clover threw the detonator at me. I scrambled to grab it out of the air and held it in my chest. Whew.
Damn it! Stop! Let me go! Still let go of me, you asshole!
Oh, I know the exact place I'm going to be putting you, buddy. Yelling didn't do him any good, and Dio found himself subdued by the skillful teamwork of Alice and Clover. Strange and low, once I had a hold of him, he stopped struggling. I was reminded of a gazelle with its neck on the mouth of a lion. Had he surrendered? Or did he have some trick up his sleeve? Didn't feel right. Didn't have to wait long for my misgivings to prove true. The detonator in my hand suddenly began to flash. What?
Ah, serves you right.
What are you laughing?
You, her, all of you. God, you're stupid.
What?
See that detonator you threw to Sigma? You activated it. If it gets more than a meter away from me, it sets itself off.
Oh, that's not good.
We figured someone might try to take it away, so we put in a little safeguard. Since you two were kind enough to take it away from me, the bombs have gone from remote control to countdown timer. Go ahead and destroy the detonator if you want. Won't make any difference now. The bombs are gonna go off no matter what.
How long do we have?
About 30 minutes.
And I only have
30
2.
minutes.
Oh no.
My condolences.
What can we do to stop them?
I told you that already. First, we need the device that allows us to input information. Then we plug it into each bomb and enter the codes.
Hey Alice, who the hell are you? How do you know all this?
None of your damn business. Just tell me where the input device is.
Well, that's none of your damn business. Fuck! Stop! You're gonna break it!
Yeah, yeah. Keep resisting, please, Dio.
Of course, that's the plan.
Please, stop!
Just tell me what I want to know.
Okay! Look, it's in my coat!
Clover, right.
She nodded and started digging through his pockets. After a few minutes,
It's no use. There's nothing here.
Did you like...
No, I swear, keep...
Oh, there is something.
Clover pulled her hand out of his pocket and held it out. Is that a pill, like for medicine?
Hey,
Huh? I can't see it. Bring it over here.
Clover frowned and moved closer to Dio, holding the pillow toward him. God damn it. Suddenly moved his right hand, shaking to grab the pill from Clover's hand before anyone could react. He shoved it into his mouth. Heard a tiny crack and he bit down on it. Almost immediately he grimaced in pain.
Shit!
What was that?
Poison,
Damn, how could I be so stupid?
Well! His eyes rolled up and his head and flecks of spill began to trickle out of the corners of his mouth. Grabbed him by the hair and shook. What the hell are you doing? Where's the input device?
Lost it. In my couch. Back home.
Don't screw with me.
Fine, don't tell us. How about you give us the deactivation codes instead?
Deactivate. Fine, not gonna do you. I'll tell you. You only get... This is the deactivation code.
Okay, bomb 3.
Bomb 3.
I'm still missing number 2.
Ready? LXQ. LHC.
NMR. Just writing it down. Go. Okay. Just writing it down. Go. What about the other 3? Tell us the other 3. You didn't even seem to hear me.
My body will be a part of the foundation of a bright future.
His voice was weak and more foam was dribbling out of his mouth.
Such a beautiful world. May brother live in everlasting glory.
Well, those were the last words Dio spoke. He died with a strange, happy smile. Hey, good news. We got a free bracelet. Damn.
he only gave us the password for one of the bombs. This is bad. What are we gonna do?
I don't know.
How much time have we got?
25 minutes.
Are you sure?
Yes. When he told us the time, I checked my bracelet. It said exactly 30 minutes.
You mean the bombs are gonna go off the same time?
Yes. The time on your bracelet is the time we have left.
Ooh, so 25 minutes.
This isn't good. I was hoping that we might be able to escape through the white doors, but...
It takes 5 minutes for the primary door to open and close, so...
Yes, there's no way we can get through them before the explosion happens.
Well, there's no point just standing around. We should start looking. We need 3 things. The password input.
And the remaining 2 bombs.
Right.
We also need passwords for all the bombs other than number 3.
Exactly.
Maybe Dio has a note or something.
Hold on, let me check.
She knelt down and quickly checked the pockets of sleeves and sat back on her heels, frustrated.
Damn, he's clean.
She looked pale.
Then we'll just have to hope we find it some. Tenmyoji, can you go tell Luna what's happened?
Right, I'm on it.
Good. The rest of you, let's move out. We can do this. Let's go.
Yeah, this is not good. We all took off at a run, heading to different parts of the building. But all of our searching turned up nothing. As we searched, the clock kept ticking. Yep. Then at last, the chromatic doors opened.
chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes.
Our time had run out. We watched the white doors open. Were they doors to heaven or to hell? The thought barely came to flutter through my mind before everything went white. We didn't even have time to say goodbye. 1,000 emotions flooded my brain to those last moments. Why? How? How did we end up this way? Then a blistering wave of heat, like the surface of the sun itself, wiped out any lingering thoughts. My conscience slipped away in a bottomless pool of darkness. Neither heaven nor hell. Only the void. Nice. And we're just racking up endings now. Just multiple endings. That's Alice's ending? Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, the good news is I now have the information necessary to go down these paths. But I'm going to leave that for another time. It's going to expand somewhere. It's going to probably expand down this path. I still don't have what I need for that, though. So I'm going to... when we start back up, I'm going to go to this path right here, to Who Planted the Bomb. And then we'll continue with whatever I can. But that won't be next time I stream, which will be tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to be starting a game called Landstalker: The Treasures of King Knoll. We got it's a nice platformer from Climax Software. They also made the Shining Force games when they get turned into Camelot, and it's an interesting platform because it's an isometric 90-degree shift in platforming, so it's a pretty interesting game, to say the least. Got great music, but the platforming can be a little wonky. So, I'd like to thank y'all for coming, and if you stay with me, we're going to go raid my buddy Vice. I've known him for years upon years. In fact, we hung out a long time. So, we're going to go say hi to him. He's currently playing Rainbow Six Siege, climbing to the top. So, until next time, this is Faramir, signing out. Good night, guys.